Welcome back, all of my lovely creative creatures out there. Huge thanks to hitting 1,000 subscribers yesterday, you guys. So much love. Oh, so much love. So I don't have a lot of I don't have a lot of energy. I already just washed my face and I ate something that was like um a super salty. So um I don't have an extensive amount of time tonight, but we will just do like a little, we'll do a short read and see what comes up, right? What shows up for us. So, dear universe, source, creator, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, ascended masters, animals, elementals, ancient deities, archangels, mantis, Anubis, Isis energy, Galactic Federation of Love Light, and all of the other high frequency beings that are here to help guide and provide guidance and clarity, clear and concise and precise messages for the collective of only the highest vibrational frequency and highest possible outcome and timeline for all of those here. We thank thee for your protection, for your presence, for your guidance. So mote it be. We also ask that you protect us. Let's check. Yeah, double protection. Okay, I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. That you protect us from any monitoring spirits, handlers, groomers, evil entities, evildoers, or anything like that. We ask that any time mine or the collective's name is spoken, that it is returned to me and to thee 10 to 100-fold. No, nothing against our name shall prosper except for in our favor. So mote it be. And we ask that anybody sending anything dark, any dark energy, death spells, any hatred, any low vibrational frequencies or anything like that, that it gets returned to sender. So mote it be. Okay, guys. So let's see what comes up for collective today. Messages for the collective. You want me to do the wisdom first? Okay. We have an emperor in reverse. Okay. Some type of system, organization, something like this. Okay, collective. So you may have had, for instance, maybe there was another, maybe there was some type of emperor or some type of person that was tied to some type of religion, some type of cult, some type of job, family, something like this, right? Um, this emperor in reverse with this cup and this 8 of cups, okay? The 9 of cups. What it tells me is you guys, it's like you evaded some type of treachery. You evaded some type of something, right? So let's say, for instance, let's say this was an organization, right? A family, an organization, a person, whatever. And you were like, you know what? I remember this. You guys actually like tuned into it, and you're like, I remember last time. I remember last life, even, you know, where you had some type of soul tie or soul contract or something like this, and it's like you remember that um, this person like offered you some cup of love, or that you know, it was under the premise, like maybe some type of marriage or maybe some type of connection or something was on some type of premise of, oh, well, I want to offer you this love and blah, 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 blah. And the reality is they did it, but it wasn't stable. It wasn't legit. It's like, let's say they did it just to get money, just to get a wish fulfillment, right? Because the 1 and the 8 of cups would be the 9 of cups, right? So just to get their wish fulfillment, or just to, maybe this was about them coming in and offering you some cup of love to take away some type of stability and then leave you also, right? Walk away, leaving you depressed. It's like almost some type of humiliation ritual or something that I'm kind of picking up on. Yeah, it's like they were doing it to receive something. Yeah, they wanted to create like some type of fight or some type of whatever between you and another lover. Okay, but they didn't. It's like they didn't really want to be your lover. They didn't really want to marry you. They didn't really want to be in a commitment. It's like they had no interest past this and this, you know, and literally like humiliating you. It's like these people wanted to trick you or trap you or something like this. I'm not exactly sure why, but you guys recognized it. Okay, whatever you did, maybe you had some angelic protection or something else like this, and you guys recognized it and you took it off. You're like, you know what? I'm going to give this cup of love to myself. And I'm gonna walk my ass away from this bullshit, from all of it, whatever these people are. And because you guys did that, right? Because you were given the guidance to make a move when you did, now you're gonna get this wish fulfillment, right? The 1 plus the 8 is now 9. This is wish fulfillment, right? So before it was like this person trying to offer you this cup of love, and you're like, no, I know better than that. Like, I don't want any fake love. I don't want any half-ass because it's like you sensed that maybe there wasn't really love there. You sensed that it's like someone was offered to get paid or they were doing it to try to collect money from you. Let's say they wanted to get married to you or date you or something so they could access your funds, your accounts, your something like this. And something like this. And because of that, they were hoping to do that. And then they were hoping to create some type of fight or some type of something to where either they brought another lover trying to bring you into a third party, right? To belittle you. They were going to leave you for another lover and try to cause some type of fight. Okay. For some of you guys also, I'm picking up on it's like someone's offered something or someone's going to lose something, right? That they were offered. And it's like for instance, let's say they wanted to create some type of like reactive abuse or something like this. It's like what I'm picking up on is they wanted to take you out. Okay, for many of you guys, this can be different things. Okay, I'm picking up very very strong like a cult or a coven or something like this. Hey everybody, give me a second. Um, what are you saying? Whoops, sorry, I can't see. What are you saying? Mm, well, listen, if people want to play dress up, go for it. But if you want to hide or lie about it, that's strange. And if you want to manipulate or play people's feelings or emotions based on that, that's also strange. So, anyways, it's like, so let's say this is like some cult or some coven or whatever, and they thought that they could pull one over on you, collective. They really thought that they could pull one over on you because they're trying to collect some type of money, or it's like someone, someone offered up some type of money, offered you up for some type of money, or if they can get, it's almost like what I'm picking up on is like they wanted you to be some type of sacrificial lamb. They wanted to act like, you know, you were offering this cup of love, like you were taking it everywhere. Like you were willing to give it to anybody. Like you didn't really actually have any love, but it's like they try to set you up in a lot of different ways. They try to catch you maybe doing some weird deals. They try to catch you fighting with people. They try to catch you with other lovers, and it's like none of these actually ended up working out, right? Because you guys were just giving this cup of love. Um, you know, you guys were just giving this cup of love for someone that doesn't actually like love or appreciate, right? It was like false because the Emperor upright is like stability, structure, stability, building something. creating an empire, right? Upright is like you've shattered this, and you've shattered this by returning the cup of love to yourself instead of taking it from somebody else. Now, also, what I'm picking up on is whoever these people were, tried to give you not just of something, right? And do this, right? They thought they could for sure get you, and instead you walked away. You walked away. It's like you didn't even receive it. Maybe you did drink it, maybe whatever, and you fucking drank it and got up and walked away. And because you chose to walk away, right, collective, because you chose to walk away, you're now about to receive this gift from the universe that they were trying to receive. You know, um, I still sense that there's like now a bigger reward or something, and these people are trying to um, they're trying to cause fights to block. This is like a big physical thing, okay? So this is a vehicle, this is a home, these are multiple homes or vehicles or property, real estate, farms, vineyards, like a lot of stuff, right? And so that's what they're trying to collect. This was their payout. This is why they were doing it. So this was their payout. 1616. Awesome. Um, So this was their payout. If they could get you to look like not like a lover, if they could get you to look like this is physicalities, like a prostitute, or you to be fighting for your life, or you to be fighting. Some of them also thought for sure that you would fight for this lover. They also, it's like they almost like try to create a third party situation to try to get you to come and fight for them, which is like also fucking weird because this is a strong masculine energy. So like the masculine wants the princess treatment, maybe that's why, if they're secretly whatever, that's why, because they want the princess treatment. And so they're trying to cause this fight. They're trying to do all of this. They're trying to do the most, but they are not getting anywhere. But they're not getting anywhere with it. Okay? Because you guys, it's like collective, you said no. Absolutely not. You know? You said no. I don't think so. You know? And now you're receiving your justice. Some of them, it's like, for instance, they wanted to like frame you or set you up or something for um what is this? It's like they wanted to cause some type of fight. It's like almost like if they could if they could make you fight or get upset, or if they could catch you doing something wrong or something bad, then they would it's like then they would be able to call the police or somebody on you, like something like this, because there's like nothing that you're doing. Yeah. They thought for sure that they could make you sad and that you would be running from do to do to do or from hopping from dick to dick to dick just to make money, or just to get some money. Also, it's like this is something that they were saying that you were doing. Okay. I picked up on this before too. It's like cam girl or something like this. Um, it's like all these people were doing these actions that were making it look like you collective somehow, and they thought that they were winning, but they're not. They're not winning. It's just like people just walked away. People are just like, you know what? I'm not playing. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Number 17 card in the chat. Hey, Anna. Yeah. Yeah. These people are just unhealed. They're just unhealed, and they didn't want you to heal. They also didn't expect you to heal. They also are not cool with you guys being in this state. And you guys are like, boom, in this healed state. And they're over here acting like children, playing games, hiding, lying, with all these different actions and all this weird stuff, right? Saying that you're physically doing this. Yeah, saying that you're physically doing something because they wanted to, it's like they wanted to, like deprivation of character, right? They wanted to downplay. They wanted to say, you're not this empress, you're not in this creative energy, you're not creative, you're not chosen, you're not artistic. It's not possible. It's not possible that you could do that. And so they attempted these third party things, or they were lying. For many times, maybe they were lying. Okay. Many of them could have had other families, other children, other third parties, and they were lying. They were lying, saying that they didn't. Well, your family probably could have had something to do about this. I think that they also, these people have like another family. I'm really picking up on this. You may also collectively be figuring out that you have another family. You may also be done with some type of family. Okay. Um, Also, some type of family member is decide, or you may be deciding if you're going to start a family, end a family, do something. There's a decision. There's going to be a decision. You may have to make a decision. You may have to go to court or um, do something. Okay, there's a decision that has to be made based on either the forgiveness or the ending from these people, from these families. And I don't know that you're gonna. I'm not sure that you're gonna make the decision to forgive them. I think that you're like, all right, let's see. But I think that many of you guys, this is like the wounded warrior. It's like you've already seen, you already understand that, like, let's say, for instance, they had all these secret chats, right? These are like messages and stuff. It's like they got caught. They got caught. It's like there was a group chat or there was a group online or something like there's a lot of messages that they thought were secret that they thought nobody would have access to, but they did. And in there, they were talking about trying to set you up, trying to make you in the state of depression, to off yourself, to unallow yourself, like these secret doings that they wanted to do, or that they wanted to try to give you like little crumbs of love, or even some type of poison or something like this, and make you have to feel like you had to work harder to receive any love, like that you should be grateful for receiving the bare minimum. That you should just be grateful for receiving the bare minimum, and that you would be left there feeling weak and alone and sad and all of these things, and that you wouldn't be able to get out of this state of depression or something like this. They Many of them also took some type of thing, some type of your work, intellectual property. Maybe they were stealing from you for an extended amount of time. Also, your energy. They were siphoning or harvesting your energy or something like that. They were trying to block some type of union from coming together. They're literally creating all these extra things, trying to block you from your path, trying to end your path. Yeah, game over for them. You know where they're going? Nowhere fast. Because the thing is when these people go up against the chosen ones, what's coming back to them is 10 to 100-fold whatever their intentions or their wishes are. So it's not good to do that. Sorry guys, I already washed my face and put in my eye drops and all this stuff. Yeah, they're trying to clean it up. Okay, many of them are trying to clean it up. I don't know that they'll be able to. Okay, they're trying to. It's like they're trying to. There's no place like home. The energy of five. Many of them may be losing their homes. They may have to go home. And for a while, they're like they couldn't understand why all of this was happy. Why all of this was happening. Okay, and they're beginning to understand. They're beginning to understand that it started with their own. Okay, so this home, this is the actual physical place, but I'm also picking up that this is an internal state of being, right? This home is an internal state of being, right? Home is where your heart is. So that's within you, just like your connection to source, just like your divinity within thee, right? This is your home. So your home is how you choose what you choose to let go on in your home, what you choose to eat, what you choose to watch, who you let enter, who you're spending time with. Um, you know, gunshots, Sicilian style. Yeah, let's go. Off to see the wizard. That's what's up. Double hockey stick. Yes. Dead. Yeah. So I think what's going on is what these people are realizing is like you probably may have, it's almost like it's like you were their home somehow. You were their home. You were this feeling of safety. You were something like this. And instead, they tended to everything else. They tended to everything and everybody else that was around it. Um, And what they found is that all these people that they thought that they had known or that they were close to or that they were friends with or that they thought were home or whatever is actually like they weren't doing anything. These people weren't changing. And in order for them to receive something, they have to change. Now, some of them may be hung up. They may be losing their homes. They may be, some of you guys may be moving, or they may be losing their homes. It's going to change where they have called home for a long time is going to change. It's like they didn't clean it up. They're trying to clean some shit up, but they didn't. Okay. And now they're going to probably lose their home. They're going to lose their home. They wanted collective out on their ass, right? They wanted you in destitution. They wanted you homeless or something like this. And so now it's happening because they were told, maybe you even told them, clean it up, clean up who you're hanging out with, clean up what you're doing, clean up your habits, your behaviors, your whatever. And they were like, why would I? No, it wasn't even why would I? It was like, yeah, 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 yeah. And they were just like I would ever do that. And so you guys, what happened? What happened? To be fair, you guys collective, you were probably giving people some type of information or some type of warning that something was going to happen because you were trying to be fair and people took it as some type of an attack. People are like, "Oh, you're trying to do this. You're attacking. You're trying to do this, you know? You're trying to create chaos and conflict." And you're like, "No. Uh-uh. I was telling you this nine energy. I was telling you it's time to go. Step away from that. Step away from that shit. You know, you want it's time to go. You want this new life. And some people did heed the warning. Okay. Some people did heed the warning. Some people did do the work that is like be here, deal with what's here and now, right? Start something new. Um, you know, five. They're like, all right, we're gonna change. We understand there's some regeneration that has to happen, right? And they needed to breathe. But here's what happened. They didn't want to tell the truth. What are you doing? Hold on one second, you guys. They didn't want to tell the truth. What are you doing? What are you mewing? Don't do that. Truth be told, they didn't. It's like for some reason, someone told them it would be better if you kept this window closed or this door closed. It would be better if you kept these skeletons in your closet. It would be better if you maintained this mask instead of telling the truth. And so it's like they took that advice or they decided that they decided that was the action to take or something. Um, yeah, so they didn't tell the truth. They didn't want to tell the truth. They didn't want to take accountability. And now they're really unhappy. Nope. Hello. Maybe they should have took heed. Exactly. We try to warn others, not our fault if they don't try. Exactly. The screen is going, but it's just people hate. People hate. If you're new here, welcome. There's a lot of there's consistently interference on my channel. It's just part of being a truth teller, you know. My other device was working perfectly fine, and the no, don't eat that. What are you doing? Was working perfectly fine and had a great speaker and audio and all that. And do you want to go outside? And yeah, it just stopped. The other day when I dropped some knowledge that I observed, yeah, it stopped working, and now I have to use different headphones and a different device and all this other shit. So, anyways, so what's going on? Let's move away from those people and let's just tune into what's going on with the collective. Because all these cross watchers like to be in the collective business, but let's see what the collective's actually doing. Let's just put that shit away. I'm literally gonna just, yeah, I'm literally just gonna like, what do you call it? Like hook it, like pull that shit off stage and stop giving it energy. It comes out, so I share the messages that come through the collective, but I'm gonna do the best to stop um, giving those energies. I mean, obviously, it's people that are present that are creating this energy, but it's okay. We're moving forward in the forward direction. Co create. Co create. So, this is the energy of the collective. Fork in the road. And what is this fork in the road? Yin. Yin energy. What else? Okay. For many of you guys, it's like with this yin energy, this is like divine feminine energy, right? This is the well, the source of creation, right? This is two. This is about this partnership or the duality, okay? You may have an option. You may have a couple different options. Give us another card. Yeah, two different options. Okay. A few different options, but it's like this fork in the road. We'll pull some cards on it, but what I'm picking up is somebody may come in with some type of gifts or something like this. Okay, some people that come in with the gifts for you. Um, you could just be completing a cycle, so be aware. Be aware because some people may already just owe you something, and so they may come in with the gift offering you something. And if you're quick to fall, to be led down a path. Now, some of them do want to, like it's a game, right? Not for you. Not for you. It's a game, not for you. And the sixth energy here is the energy of receiving these enchanted gifts. And this is the energy of nine. So this is a completion. Okay. So what I see is um, be careful. Be careful about receiving or dealing with some of these gifts or some of these offerings. And the reason why is it's like they want to put you in some type of game. They want to keep you on some type of game, keep you on a board, or they want to stay in the game. They want to stay connected to you and somehow. But obviously, because they want to, they want to tap your fortune cookie, whatever, if they get closer to you, it's like they may be able, right now, their vision may be closed off, or their ability to watch whatever your moves are going to be are closed off, or to try to get in, get in, yeah, you guys could have like a very intense spiritual protection that's going on around you, collective. And so they're trying to like get through these barriers, and they're trying to figure out like what they can give you, what you need, how they can keep you in this yin energy. Okay, like yin energy, okay, give them gifts, try to do this, try to do that. And you know, you guys are just like, you don't want to play. So let's see. Ba, 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 ba. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, good. Haters gonna hate. So what do we have here? Put your own anger under control. I know you're not fucking talking to me, whoever you are. Sarah Roberts, you're in my energetic field that I'm tapping into the collective. So if you're insisting that I'm angry when I'm literally like tired and ready to go to sleep, my shit isn't interfering. And if it is, this is my personal channel. So I know you're not talking. Yeah, I know you're not saying that. So you can apologize or you can be removed. I don't like that type of shit. Like you want to fucking teach a lecture, you go and teach a lecture on your own fucking channel where people listen to what you have to say. Don't tell me about my energy interfering with my energy channel. Okay? Thank you. Have a nice life. People really be out here doing some shit. Um, okay. Lalo, if you're gonna say weird shit like that as well, like I have no problem blocking people. My fucking cutoff game is strong, guys. So basically what's going on is you guys collectively you gotta offer this new life to step into this new life. Hey Faye, you gotta offer to step into this new life, right? And these people can't stand it. They literally can't fucking stand it because they don't have the capacity that you have. They don't have the capacity to clean shit up. They don't have the capacity to clean shit up. And so they're going to try to they're going to try to come in and they may give you some premise of either co-creating, like, oh, let's work on some project together or this or that. And they may try to kind of put you at some specific type of fork in the road. Okay. And you guys are just going to have to really tune in to your yin energy, right? To your intuition, um, to understand that someone's going to come in and try to offer you a gift, and the gift or the game, whatever that they're trying to tie you to, like it could be, there could be some type of spell work or something that could be tied to this gift. We don't really know. But see how it says enchanting gift is not for you. Okay. Or they may be like, oh, like, let's work together. It'll be good. We can do this. Like, we'll make these moves and, we'll get this money or whatever. It's like, you guys have no interest in working with these people. You guys are on your whole other way to a new life, on a whole nother way to a new life. And they're not. They chose not to clean it up. And so they're not getting this new life. And they're over here like, it's like jealousy, right? It's like a strong state of jealousy because collective, you're like in this poised state mission, right? I'm on my path. I take orders only from the divine, right? Anybody else is just in my ear, literally. Anybody else is noise in my ear because most people, most things aren't poised. They don't have that dedication, that self-preservation, that commitment. And that's basically what you guys are saying is you guys are like, no, I'm not gonna, and that's what you guys are gonna do is you're gonna tune into this yin energy and um follow your intuition because these people are going to come back and try to mend something with you. So let's figure out what that is, what they're trying to mend. It's like, I feel like you don't want to work with them, collective. Very strong. What is this mending? Yeah, it's like a fake offer of love. Fake offer of love. It's like someone's like, oh, but I used to know you. You also may have people that are coming back in, right? Because now you're like well known, they want clout, and they're trying to be like, oh, well, let's hang out again. Don't you remember when it was really good when we used to date or when we used to hook up or, don't I always loved you or whatever. And you guys are like, what? What is all of this? What are you talking about? Some of you guys may be very surprised by some of these people that try to come back in. You also may find that that many people are trying to claim that they know you or are closer to you or have like some type of clout from being connected to you, collective. What is this? Yeah. Some of these people are basically trying to be like, oh no, we were hooking up, we were physical, we were doing all of this, we were in love, and all the while they're basically insinuating that they were like a third party, right? That collective, that you are part of this. Many of these people, these third party people, could be saying, oh yeah, we were together, oh we were like this, oh what is this? These pages in reverse. This is like younger, okay? This is younger energy. So it's like it could be people that you knew from like when you were small or something like this, and they're all trying to claim clout like they know you. Many of them may want to co-create with you, and you need to basically be like, it's like, this is really strange. It's like they want to okay. So some of them, what they have done is they've actually these third parties and these people have taken things that belong to you. Okay. They've taken things that belong to you and they're trying to be like, oh, well, we were doing it together. We were doing it together. It was part of this project. We are coming back together. We were mending like whatever was broken and blah, 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 blah. And we were doing all the work while collective was just over here poised. We don't really know what they were doing. They were doing whatever they were doing. They were, you know, sending messages, and these are to different people. Um, what's really interesting is it's like a lot of these people are saying that they're connected to you, collective, and you guys are like basically in this interesting space that's like it's like you're not talking to anybody. You may not be wanting to work with or talk to anybody. You may not be receiving calls or messages. It's almost like these people are like, oh yeah, 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 we can hit them up. We talk to them all the time, and not really realizing like they don't have access. They lost access, right? They lost access. They lost access, but they're trying to gain clout because they see that you're a star, because they see that you're chosen, maybe that you're famous. It's like they're literally trying. It's like you guys are going to see a lot of people maybe trying to wiggle their way back in. Okay. They may be like, oh, now you're rich. It's like, oh, you got a lot of friends now that you're famous, now that you got some money, now that you got some whatever. And it's like these people are trying to say, they talk to you all the time or whatever, collective, and you guys are just like, I ain't be talking to anybody. I don't even have a working phone. I disconnect. The numbers are disconnected. Who says they're talking? Who? What? What? Who says they know me? What? Ain't nobody hooking up with me. They're like, oh yeah, all the time. We go out and party, we fucking go clubbing. It's like that's what they're saying. We go clubbing, we hook up, we do all this shit, and they're literally just like trying to they're just playing games, they're just talking shit. Or or they just think whatever. They think because that maybe you knew them before, you guys were close before, maybe you were even with them before, um, or maybe you guys were, yeah, like you guys were really close before, but maybe you were never actually like in a relationship, or you never actually really hooked up. But they're trying to, it's like they're trying to gain clout from that. They're trying to gain clout from that, and they're trying to be like, oh yeah, 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 I'm the third party. Like someone's gonna try to come in and act like everything is cool, even though everything was not fucking cool. And you guys left in not a good way. You guys like it's like they left you in this state, collective. Okay, they left you in the state to where you had to be strong, and you're like, what the fuck did these people just do to me? Like I gave them all this love, all this support, and they turned around and stabbed me in the back. And now, collective, you're in this energy of, I'm not crying over fucking spilt milk, bro. You're not, your heart isn't hurt anymore. It's like you guys aren't weak. And that's what they are counting on. They're counting on like they've always been able to pull your heartstrings, or they've always been able to cause some type of reaction or some type of fight or some, make you sad when, they come in and they pull away and they come in and they pull away. It's like this is something that doing together. Okay. It's like a plan that they people. Okay. This could have also been people that, yeah, these are people. Okay. These are people that are claiming that you guys were working together because they stole your intellectual property. They stole your intellectual property. They stole your shit. And they're like, no, 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 this is mine. Many of them are claiming that it's their work, which is funny. Um, because it's not. That's some stolen shit that they're holding on to. Um, stolen shit, stolen work. And they're just like, no, 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 no. Well, we were lovers and they gave me that and blah, 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 blah. And they're just looking like some fucking fools because everybody knows that it's a lie. Everybody knows that they're lying, like they're doing the most and they're lying. And they're making themselves look like a fool. Like, let's say this is someone that's like, oh, yeah, we're lovers and blah, 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 blah. And da, 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 da. And they're making up all these fucking stories. But it's like, they literally have no idea who you are. They literally have no idea who you are. High priestess energy. Okay. Absolutely. You've been off grid, but before you knew it. Oh, they're saying that. They're saying that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This is the exact Faye. This is the exact energy. That's one thing I'll never do. Act like I was with somebody that is doing better than me. Yeah. It used to bother you, but you don't care anymore. Yeah, it's like you guys collective, we're in this high priestess energy. And it's like what I was getting when I was doing the little like meditation before this is almost like this energy of like, you don't know me. Like these people don't, they have no fucking idea who collective is anymore because you guys may have been away from people for an extended amount of time. It could be 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 6 years, 10 years, at like a long time. And it's like at one point you were maybe in an energy of like, oh, allow me to prove myself or allow me to reintroduce myself because clearly you don't understand who the fuck I am. And then you're just like, you know what? Retract. I don't even care. I don't care what you say. I don't care to prove myself because the reality of the situation is I'm sitting over here, you know, in direct communication, open source communication with the most high goddess, right? With the divine, with divinity, and all this information is flowing because of my self-preservation and commitment, right? So you guys, it's literally like you've been hermit mode, you've been like clean, maybe celibate, right? Like this is like high priestess energy. And this is where you guys have been. And these people are like, oh no, whatever, they've always been obsessed with me and they're begging me for my love and blah 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 blah, and oh well they've always wanted me forever. This is like a lot of years, and you guys are like, nah, I'm good. I don't take action towards the devil. um I rather I'll be over here, whoa, here, whoa, where? It's like these people that you maybe have been close with in the past, they have no idea who you are. They have no idea who you are anymore, collective. Like for me, anybody says they know who they are, I'm like, I've seen maybe like 3 to what, like, I don't know, 5 people, 10 people that I know, which doesn't mean shit, but like maybe there's like maybe three, maybe I have like 3 people that I've seen that have like, oh, okay, I see who you are. We communicate and they understand, right? But everybody else that I've ever known in my life has no fucking idea, has no idea, right? And this is the energy. Yeah, it's like these people feel like you're secretly hiding something and you're like, I'm not hiding something. I just remove myself from people that are scandalous. I just realized, like collective, you woke up and you just realized that all these people, it's like as more of your gifts tap in and you awaken, like they didn't realize is like where they thought you were being slow or dumb or something before, and they thought they were getting away with stuff like sneaking around or whatever, you clocked it every time. You mapped it every time. You saw it. You just made the active decision to not make a choice, to not judge somebody on it, to not whatever. You're just like, whatever, these people are on their own shit, right? Spot on. Yeah, God is real. Um, being absent for 4 years, haven't seen a lot of people for 10 years, give or take, don't sleep around, don't mingle much, but always learning more than what I need to. But you're not going to claim to be smart. Well, I mean, you're probably pretty smart if you're not dealing with a lot of people, because there's a lot of people out here like this, okay? They're pretending, it's like everybody putting on masks like to pretend for everybody else, right? Secrets, lying, okay? This is like pretending that, like, holding on to something that doesn't belong to them, but it's like pretending to be something or someone that they're not, right? For the validation of the other people, right? Of the people around them. And so it's like this energy is almost like yeah, because it's like they feel like if they don't act a certain way or if they don't maintain a certain standard that that they'll lose their job or that they'll lose their community or whatever. It's like these are people that would rather wear a mask, like would rather be false to themselves than um and then like lose these people. But these people aren't their people. These people don't care about them. These people don't care about anything but their own physical selves and their own money. And everybody's being scandalous to try to take somebody else's shit, take somebody else's work because they're lazy, because they're unskilled. It's almost like what I'm picking up is these people have no idea who they are because they're so used to, or they've been so accustomed to wearing these false masks, to pretending, to making, lying or fabricating. It's like, let's say, like every different person, every different group or people that they go and hang out with, they have like a different persona, a different whatever that they exude, to where it's like they don't actually have their own authenticity. They don't actually have their own character. Yes, hopefully we learn like 10 new things a day. All scumbags. Yes. Hello, Frank. But yeah, that's basically what it is it's like they're too afraid. Okay, so collective, so if you're really doing the work and you're tapped in, you have the ability to remove yourself, right? Because you're doing your own inner work. And so in the process of doing your own inner work, you don't care. It's not like you're walking away from anything. It's not like you're losing out on these 8 cups, right? You can walk into anywhere, anytime, and just be yourself because you're completely authentic. And this fucking drives them crazy because they can't walk away from these personas, from this fake, from whatever persona they're upholding, or that the community or whatever, doesn't like that. It's like, well, you can't say stuff like that because you know, like those people won't like you. And I'm just like, oh, if if I say the truth, if I'm authentic to myself and my own being and the divine connection that I have, then y'all are gonna walk away from me. Tight. I don't even gotta walk away because y'all will do it for me. Sick. That's some motherfucking wish fulfillment if I've ever heard one. And you guys are like, tight. Sick. I'll be over here. I'll be over here. Whoa, here. Yeah, look at this. 9 and 9. Yeah. Cha-ching. You're like, perfect. And you guys are now collecting. You're now collecting your wish fulfillment. You're now collecting your abundance. For many of you guys, you may just have had to move away from, like, removed yourself from these people because they were scumbags, right? And it's like in order to get your next level divine blessings, it's like you had to kind of remove these people because otherwise they would have fucking leached onto you. And it's like, whoever these higher ups or your divine blessings or whatever this is, whoever, whoever's like your crew in charge of that, basically, they saw this coming, right? It's like, what's that saying that you see all the time, where it's like, um, God removed those people because the universe removed those people because they saw something, they saw how they were acting, when they weren't around you. They heard and saw what they were saying, and so they removed them. And you may not understand, but the divine does. And so there's reasons why they've been removed or replaced. You didn't release it. It was a popularity contest. I mean, what is popular? Like, that's fucked up. Like, actually, like, if you really want to break it down, what is popular and what is normality is bullshit, right? Because, like, what's normal is people being disconnected. What's normal is people not having an attention span. What's normal is misogyny and patriarchy and fucking belittling and stepping on people's head if you want to talk about what's normal or what's popular. So, I don't I don't like to use this word because I think it's fucking trash anyways. Uh, because it's based on it's based on a group mentality that that their egos need to be fed by the satisfaction, by the uh what is the word I'm looking for? By the validation of these other people, right? It's like they can't exist without this, excuse me, without external validation. Yeah, it literally just made me burp, like, ugh, like almost want to throw up there. Um, but yeah, it's like they can't, they don't know their happiness. They can't tap this because their ego is so connected to needing that external validation. And that's how they get their energy. That's how they get their happiness. And they don't know how to be by themselves. They don't know how to do their own work. They could be codependent, like communal dependent, whatever this is. And they don't have the ability to tap into their own happiness. But you do, collective. You do. You guys are like good. You're just like, cool, I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna come out shining. And you guys are. It's like shine bright like a diamond. It's like um it's like, what is it? Coal, right? Coals have to go under serious immense amount of pressure to become a diamond. And you're just like, whatever, no big deal. No big deal. You guys, it's like you literally don't care. You guys are on to some new shit and they can't handle it. These people can't handle it. Being authentic is what people appreciate. Like, here's the thing. You want to have the most direct connection to source, to the divine. You have to be honest and you have to be authentic. And why? Because as we're moving to fourth and fifth densities, there is telepathy. It is a heart-centered collective space. So anybody that is lying, cheating, stealing, greedy, manipulative, jealous, like any of these energies are not, they cannot come to fourth and fifth and above densities. It's not possible. And you guys are just over here like, I'm happy. I don't care. I don't care what you guys say because I'm in my happy place and I'm moving forward. The divine is carrying me forward, is directing me. Many of you guys may be getting a new vehicle. Horses could be significant, flowers could be significant, sunflowers could be significant. But get your time out in the sun also and under the stars. Like I've been going out and checking out the stars every night. Um, yeah, because all these people that are doing the most to talk shit on collective, stabbing these swords in the back or whatever, it's like literally, it's like almost what I'm picking up on is they try to pin some shit on you, collective. It's like they try to, it's like this whole group of people, like a lot of people, right? It's like they ganged up, they stabbed all these swords in your back, they tried to unalive you, but it didn't actually work because you're divinely protected, right? You're divinely protected. And in the process, they try to turn you in. They try to do something to set you up. And what actually happened is it actually just like cleared up your name, right? It just illuminated, it brought them to actually like investigate all of these people, all of their messages, everything that they do, all of their words, all of their actions, all of their devices, everything. Because they're like, why? Because it's like they watched you, collective. You've been being monitored. for quite some time. And it's like there's people maybe physically around you, watching you grow, watching you transition, and all these people are saying all this stuff, and they're just like, so what it did is it made this legal system go back and start investigating. Now, whoever this was a judge or a lawyer, or it could be several people. Whoever they were, they may have taken payouts from these people to try to file these false reports on you, and um, they've been disbarred. They've lost their job, or they're going away. And you guys, the fruits of your labor, like all the effort and the energy that you put in, the patience that you've had while letting these things physically manifest, are about to pay off. You're about to reap your harvest. But yeah, authenticity is basically like the only thing. You can't be connected to source if you lie. If you're a liar, you're a stealer. It just doesn't work. You don't think anyone's a scumbag that have been. You don't want to put anybody down. You'd rather put them up, but they don't need to be on a pedestal. No, I don't need to give any, but it's like, okay, I'm going to have to stop you there, Pringles. And the reason why is because, for instance, let's look at like government, let's look at a lot of different things right now. Like, you don't need to attack them per se, but if you are not putting them where they belong, then you're condoning their bad behavior. You're an enabler. That's not being godly. It's being disillusioned. It's letting an enchantment spell run by saying, "Well, I don't need to put other people down. I'm going to just pretend like everybody's nice, but I'm not going to put them up on a pedestal, but I'm going to let them sit on the bench next to me like I ain't letting no sick fuck megalomaniac pedophile like shits like lying, cheating, stealing, whore like be anywhere in my vicinity. I don't give a fuck. Zero, zero fucks given. It's not happening. And I don't have to attack them to do that. I just say, yeah, these are whatever, whoever this other person said that they're a scumbag, leave up. You know, it is what it is. You've never been too popular. Who cares? Popular to who? To what? To who or to what? What are you comparing yourself with? And what external validation are you seeking? And this what this shows me, Pringles, is that you're seeking the external validation because you don't want to attack anybody else, but you don't want to put them on a pedestal, but you're just not that popular. Like, fuck that shit. I'm fucking main character in my fucking story. I don't give a fuck. I am the most popular person. It's my movie, my story, my shit. The end. Nothing is existing outside of self. And if people stop worrying about every fucking buddy else, then they would actually be in their true authenticity. If you're worried about, oh, we're treating everybody equal and blah, 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 you're not in your authenticity. You're in your people pleaser. You're in a misogynistic state of, well, I don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. Like, no, authenticity means not that you're being an asshole, but that you're just speaking the truth. You're speaking the truth. And nobody, like, people don't want to hurt other people, but if these other people are scumbags, you're like, listen, you're dirt, you're fucking, fucking ragamuffin. Like, get out of my face. Like, because if you just let everything be, right? Let's say the fruit orchard has some type of weird fungus, and you're like, well, I don't hate it because it's organic and growing from nature, so I'm just going to let it keep spreading, and then it's going to fucking attack and destroy the entire orchard because it's a fucking cancerous, succubusing thing. So yeah, you can't be. This attitude is fucking Swiss in nature. Okay, you can't be neutral on everything. That's not authentic. It's not authentic. So it's you removed yourself, so it is something that you chose. Who else chose that for you? You're confused. You're like everything you're saying is like hypocritical to what you're saying. I don't understand. Um, no, be yourself. Yes, exactly, Willow. Be yourself. Know yourself. Be yourself. Keep it real. Keep shining. Keep it natural. The original entertainer from the chosen one. Love, truth, faith, and peace. That's right. Are you not entertained? Like when you're too worried about how other people are going to like Pringles keeps saying, "Oh well, I'm not in accordance to who? Who did you put as a hierarchy than you, and why? At what point did you make yourself minuscule to these fucking asshats? What makes you put them on? You are putting them on a pedestal because you're saying you're not popular. So you're saying they are. And according to who? According to you? Because then that's envy. Like, check yourself. Actually, it's real. They have no idea we see through the shit. Yeah. Yeah. And we're seeing through a lot of it. Thank you, Lilo. 1707. Okay. Tight, tight. It's 1208 where I am. Time 17 in the chat. You were saying you're the star. Rain condones anyone's actions, but it doesn't mean you need to be a part of it. Yeah, but you're putting them on you're saying that you're not trying to put these people on a pedestal, but then you are. But then you are simultaneously. As much as you're saying that, you're simultaneously belittling yourself. And I'm not saying it to attack you. I'm not saying it to troll you. I'm saying it as like as part as a loving being, as a loving light being to you to help you to understand that you're actually putting yourself below them because you're saying you're not popular, like in accordance to who or what. Because social norm is like it's cool to just keep letting pedos fucking run the world and rape and eat children. That's what's popular, and everybody just thinks it's okay. So what are you comparing yourself to? Because the comparison is what puts you in a state that's a state of envy. There is no comparison. We're all in this together, of course, but you are you and I am me. Like we are all on a different fucking journey. We all have a different outcome. We all have a different dream. And nobody can take your dream from you. That's your dream. And if you go around trying to take other people's dreams or other people's destinies, then you're also having a problem, right? You will never become that star yourself because you're reaching for something outside of yourself. You're like, well, everybody else thinks that this is the best thing I can do. This is the most popular opinion, and popular opinion, if I had this vehicle, or if I dressed like this, or if I sounded like this, or if I acted like this, then everybody would love me. And again, that is a self-worth issue. It's a self-worth issue. Um, Being a horticulturist, if you were doing a fruit garden or a veggie garden, all weeds would have been removed before it started. Exactly. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. And then what? You're the one tending the garden. So you're actually the ultimate, not the belittlement, right? What is your dream? Like it's not about external opinions. What is your internal opinion? Like what is your internal dream? What is your internal dreamscape? What is your future, right? What do you wish for? What is this fortune that you're calling in? Because this is what I'm seeing from the collective. You guys are really standing in this space, you're moving forward, and these other people that try to do something against you, it doesn't matter because they're not getting justice. You are. You're getting your wish. You're getting your fortune. You're getting whatever it is that you have asked for. If you don't know what that is, ask. Ask not. I mean, yeah, you can ask what it is, I guess, but ask. What is it? Ask and it shall be given. You guys are in this spot. Like this is single, wealthy, independent. You know, This is, you have everything you need. It's like, this is like, I'm happy. I don't need a partner, but it would be nice, maybe, if it was the right person, right? If it felt like music to my ears, like if they were adding to something, then I might care about their view, their opinion, their standing. But mostly speaking, I don't give a fuck. Externally, like I care about um I care about my, my people on here, but past that, no. Thank you for the hearts, Betty Boop, and the trophies. Hello. If you want to schedule a personal or private reading, you totally can, Pringles. I'm just here to I'm just here to do something. I'm just here to share information. They want you to do a judge or cop position, give you a badge or a job, another word at the best of your ability. It's the same as mechanic's job. If you've never worked on a Pacific car that you've never worked or read up about, then you'll learn about it and then you'll fix it. I don't know. You're not really making, it's like you don't have complete sentences. I don't understand what you're saying. I really don't. I'm sorry. I don't. Lilo, thanks for your stars and your little alien. Hello, London. Hey, James. How you doing? That makes sense. You don't start a job and not know it's anything, not nothing, anything about it, and act like you know everything about it. You take your time and learn how to do it. Um, to be honest, if you start a new job, you go into it knowing, like you're very, you sound very Swiss. Like everything, it's like every statement that you make is hypocritical to the statement that you're making. It's like you're not choosing, it's not a statement. It's just like it's circling, like you, I can't read your comments anymore, I think, because it's not getting anywhere. It's just going and going and going and going. It's like many people start jobs, every job, everything that you've ever done, you start going in maybe knowing something about it, but as you're going through it, you definitely learn more. But I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You want a cop and a badge, but you said you're a permaculturist, you work in a garden, so like I don't understand. You're literally, you make zero sense. Um, assuming, I'm not going to read that question because assuming is dumb shit anyways. Battersea, I don't know what that is. Battersea is a dog's home, right? I don't know. Lock, stock, and two smoking barrels. Mr. Whippy, one lick, and you feel it. It's funny. Anyways, yeah, I don't understand what you're saying. You're just literally distracting. You're just disrupting the whole feed because you're not saying something that's contributing. Okay, I'm not trying to be rude. It's just you're literally exhausting me by trying to fucking figure out because you're not. You're just you're what do you call it? It's like your sentences are, they're not questions and they're not statements. They're just like conflicting. It's conflicting. Everything that what you're saying is conflicting itself. Pringles. I don't. Like either you feel this or you feel that. You can't be like, well, I feel everything all at once, or you say I feel everything all at once. But it's like you don't ever want to, it's like you want to remain neutral even on the statements that you're making. So it's not actually even a statement or a question. Just being your friend here, okay? Just trying to give you some positive feedback of whatever is going on. So, collective, you are about, for some of you guys, you could be about to create some new type of job, some new type of something, and you're about to have like generational wealth, some type of generational wealth that's coming in. Okay. What is this? Messages for the collective. Yeah, for many of you guys, people could have taken opportunities that belonged to you before, but instead you kind of like, yeah, I lost more than half the chat, like trying to talk to you about questions that aren't questions or statements. So you guys could have felt like you lost an opportunity, or somebody could have taken opportunities that belonged to you, but instead, um, they weren't taken from you. Okay, guys, it's something, it's like, okay, so what I'm picking up on is it's like they realize that you didn't make a decision. So let's say, for instance, you were offered some type of opportunity, but it was never actually offered to you. So you were never given the option to make a decision as far as the opportunity was concerned. Okay. And so, like somebody else took your opportunity saying that you didn't want it or something like this, but you didn't ever know about it. So, anyways, you're getting an opportunity that's coming back around. Okay, collective. And I feel like this opportunity is going to be very worthwhile. Okay. Nine of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Sun, the Star, the Wheel of Fortune. Um, you know, uh, what is this? Two of Swords in reverse, please. Yeah. Okay, there could be the Empress. Okay. So it's like, yeah, these people, they didn't give you the option, or for some of you guys, um, these people didn't give you, it's like they didn't choose you. They didn't choose you. They're like, I'm going to keep choosing these third parties because I know that you'll always be there. And they didn't make the choice. They didn't choose you, right? They were keeping you as a fallback. That's what I'm hearing. Fallout as a fallback is like, if nothing else works out, or we'll just keep them hanging on until nothing else works out. And you guys are in this Empress energy. You guys are the everything. And for someone to not choose you, they fumbled you. You know what I'm saying? They didn't choose you. And now they're realizing that you were the whole Empress. Yeah, 100%. You're completely right. Like that's why I was just like, I gotta stop. Like you literally took fucking 15 minutes of my time for fucking nothing. God. Remind me of like every one of my exes just like wasting my time for nothing. Okay. So yeah, it's like yeah, you guys are getting this offer, okay? It's like you don't need these people, where before these people thought maybe you needed them, and so they weren't choosing you, so you would come back like begging them for help, or you would come back begging them for something, but you're like, listen, I'm the Empress. I can create everything. I create everything. You guys are literally the Wheel of Fortune, the Sun, the Nine, the 10, all of these energies. And you're like, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool, but I got to go now. You guys could have opportunities to travel around the world. You have a new path. And in this new path, you'll actually be able to give to maybe even employ other people, or be able to give money or be funded. Maybe some of you guys are going to get a funding that's coming in, like people that are going to support your mission or fund your mission or something like this. Yeah, 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 that's what's going on. So this person from the past, okay, this King of Wands in reverse, okay, this is Jezebel, Gigolo, spirit energy, okay. This person is like, oh, but you've known me for so long, and you always, whatever, you always forgive me before, or you always come back to me. You always have, you always will. If it's meant for you, then everything is in divine timing. And you guys are like, nah, you missed the opportunity because you wanted to dingle dangle your dingleberry with everybody else. And now these people are over here fucking crying. They're like, but I love the collective. But you guys don't understand how much I love the collective. No, people don't understand that because they saw you sticking your dickle and all kinds of other things. So nobody's really on board with that. And whether you're a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. I'm just saying this because this is the King of Wands in reverse, and normally it's the Jezebel spirit energy, the Queen of Wands in reverse. But it's like they thought that they could get away with it. It's like they pretty much considered you like like you would always be there. no matter what. Like they could literally ignore you and keep entertaining these third parties. And that if they were just like, oh, I didn't know, collective. Oh, it's all in divine timing. Just keep waiting while they're fucking over here doing whatever they're doing for a long time. I mean, this is a long time, that they fucking lollygagged. And you guys are like, you didn't choose me? That's cool. No worries. No worries. And they're worried because you guys disconnected. And they're not worried because you disconnected. They're not worried that you moved on. It's like they're just mad because they don't have, it's like they don't have your energetic tie. It's like they don't have your love anymore. And now you have a new lover that's coming in. Hey, thanks. Like you guys too. Um Coming to give you 1 cup. Yeah. They ain't even trying to give that 1 cup. They're trying to ignore. They're trying to be like, it's like, okay, so it's like what it is, collective. It's like imagine this is the person, right? And they're just like, whatever. I'm entertaining all of these third party entities, right? Whatever. I'm entertaining them, and I'm gonna be like, I don't need you. And it's like literally that you were a blessing. You were this thing that they prayed for, that they wished for. You were this gift from the universe. You were this cup of love that they've been begging for. And instead they wanted to go and entertain other people. They could have even gone back to a past love or something like this as well. Yeah. Someone that they worked with before, or this is somebody that they work with now, something like this. And they're trying to keep it hidden. They thought they could keep it hidden. Now it's coming out. Yeah. Not hidden anymore. Your angels are basically, your guides or your angels are bringing everything to light. Okay. This would be hidden. This would be in secret. This would be alchemizing it. This is not so secret. So you alchemize the energy and you basically were like, fuck that. And they're over here devastated. It's like maybe they can't sleep. Maybe they can't eat. They can't stop thinking about you. It's nightmares. And yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Game over. You snooze, you lose. It's like they had a long time. This isn't a little bit of time. This is a long time. And they sat here with this fucking holier than thou attitude, like, oh, yeah, well, you did this to me. So now I'm going to do it to you and see how it feels to you. And you're like, I was even picking up before I started this when they're just like, well, I hope karma gets you. And you're just like, karma's getting me. Karma's got me. Cha-ching. Don't worry. How's that karma working out for you? Attitude problem, temper tantrum victim. How's that karma working out for you? How are those third party situations working out for you? It's not working out so good for them. It's not working out so good for them. But that's what happens when they're trying to give you fake love. Yeah. It's like their whole world is falling apart. Their whole empire is falling apart. And they're over here and they're completely fucking devastated. Okay. They may have lost their clout or whatever. Maybe they were working with some type of group or society or something like this. And they were trying to, whatever, they're trying to harvest or siphon your energy for this group to get this. And that was part of it, was breadcrumbing you, collective, was basically being like, um, well, we just give them a little bit and then they'll just keep running back to us no matter what. Like they'll just keep running back to us. Many of them were doing some type of spells and this shit's coming out and they're realizing they lost. One of these people could be very sick. Okay. Whoever was in charge of this, they could have maybe lost a parent or whoever was in charge of this operation or something like this. Maybe they're like a high warlock, wizard, witch, something like this, that were trying to do these love spells, these return smells, these enchantment smells. Yeah, that shit stunk. You guys are like, you smelt that shit and you were like, psh, put the fan on. Psh, you guys are like, light the incense, bro. And it didn't affect you guys. It's affecting them though. The return spells is affecting them. And it's like, they're not even sad. They're not even sad that they hurt you. They're not even sad that they didn't, because it's like they didn't actually really love you. This was all a fucking setup. This was all a bunch of bullshit while they're over here still connecting to whoever they were with before. And they're just angry, they're just depressed in this state because you're about to get the actual lover. You're about to get a real fucking soulmate that comes in that's about to be completely committed to you. And they know that. They know that. And, and that's why they're so upset. Not because they hurt you, because you moving forward and you moving on, you know, is killing them. Maybe even literally. Yeah, but who cares? They treated you as if you were just like some fuckboy or some fuck girl that they could keep a secret. Well, secret's out. Secret's out. Gotta be in it to win it. Hello, health is wealth. Get you by. There you go. High five, Betty. Down and slow as a turtle. Yeah. Hey, Donna. Because you chose two. Yeah. Is in front of you a green table? What? I don't understand. Yes and no. What got you was you got custody of his kids, so you couldn't just get up and go when it's your house, your everything. They all have been your dad, said user. Oh, okay. Hello, New York. Hey, Heidi. How you doing? You see, people ain't scared of the dark. They're scared of what they can't see. Yeah, it's like some of these people are really sick. They may have tried to put some type of death spells and they kept just going and going and going and going, relentless, relentless. But you guys are like, whatever. With you guys in this scorpionic energy, right? You've transformed. You're like, oh, that old me, dead and gone. Like nobody knows who I am now. You guys are like, you transmuted. See the sun coming up here? You transmuted. You're like, it's a new dawn, it's a new day. You transmuted, and here you see the Hierophant. Because your guide said, in order to receive this wheel of fortune, in order to step into your position, in order to be in full devotion, you're gonna have to it's like your old life is gonna have to end. You let go of the old version of yourself, right? It's a full ego death. It's a full death of the old you, the old world, the old era, the old you. And you have this death and this rebirth, and you transform and see this here, this is the Hierophant, right? This is your devotion, this is your commitment to the divine, and now it's rising up, the sun, right? And here it is. And this is your happy new start, like this little baby. You had the death and you had the rebirth, and you're like, boom, you're transmuting. Yeah, yeah, because you guys foresaw this. You foresaw that whatever these people were trying to do was trying to keep you trapped, was trying to keep you hung up. Yeah. And so instead, you guys just fucking walked away. And when you did that, when you followed that guidance, when you followed this divine guidance, right? And you went into some of you guys maybe got into the dark night of the soul, or you just were like, boom, a death to all of that I knew, and now rebirth. And boom. It's like you foresaw that you're tapped in. You're an alchemist. Now you're creating the happy outcome because you chose to walk away. And all these people can take from you is fucking notes because all their shit is disintegrating. Everything is falling down from them. And lots of this, okay, this is people that are talking about you. These are people that are stalking you. These are people that are watching you on social media. They're sending messages. They're maybe pretending to be you, whatever. Like, it's not looking good. Like, they were trying to create these towers for you, and they're just, it's like nonstop. Like, when you see this tower upside down, it's not that they're trying to rebuild it. It's that they can't, it's just like tower after tower after tower after tower after tower that's coming for these people because their words and their actions against you, collective. Because their words and actions against you. Um, that's good. You see it because you got your work done parenting and was kept tightly put away for a long time being, so you made the best of it. Yeah, that's good. Not great. Been picking your neighbors are harassing you. Uh, sorry, Heidi, sending you love, sending you love. They just be out here doing that. You got to know there's just a lot of that energy. And something else I was picking up on also, Heidi, was I picked up on this the other day. It's almost like, so imagine these neighbors are harassing, gang stalking, whatever, right? And then they get caught, right? Like I was like, oh, this is what they're doing. They're hacking into the frame, which is why there's always so many problems on my feed and whatever, right? Especially when I'm dropping things talking about them. They generally don't like it. But anyways, what I was picking up on is like, let's say that they did get confronted, and in the process of getting confronted, they were offered some type of, I don't know if this is for your neighbors, but this, I think this is definitely for some of my neighbors and maybe for other people's neighbors. So I'm just going to share it. It's like, let's say they got caught and they're just like, oh, please, please, please. I was paid to do this. This was just a job. I don't want to go to jail, whatever. And so these people are like, all right, well, here's what you can do. Now you're here. Like, it's like, um, almost like they're on some type of a stakeout. I don't know if this is applicable to your neighbors, but I was picking this up, and I think that like it's like they're monitoring. They're not just monitoring you. They're now monitoring who's coming near you. If you're a light warrior, a light being, or anything like that, um, you know, you have to do your protection spells, and you have to start saying, you have to just be in your own little fucking bubble. Literally, like, I know the neighbors are gonna harass. I know they're gonna whatever. Like, this girl only puts like the tiniest amount in, so every fucking 3 days she lets her shit beep and beep and beep and beep, her electric go off, and she's just fat and lazy because she has an application on her phone, so it literally takes her 2 seconds. Like, but she just is like sits outside fucking eating and smoking and is just like that, like she's just fucking lazy. Like, for me, I'll have to make a big fucking mission, right? Because I don't have any banks or applications to do that. So I have to make like a 30-minute fucking mission. And when I do that, when I go down to the beach, I try to like go and eat and do other things. So it's like it's a whole fucking, you know, it's a whole thing for me to do that. But for this bitch, she can literally just do it in 2 seconds. She's just being lazy. So you have to kind of tune them out to some extent, like tune it off. Imagine them being on a lower frequency and not letting you, like, not letting it affect your high frequency. Turn on some music and turn it up. Like, that's the number one thing I can say to you as far as that. You need a jet to holiday economy class. Hang out. Hang on to landing. I don't know all what that means. Are you sitting in front of a green table? I don't have a table, Anna. I don't have any table. I have no table in my. Only my sewing machines are sitting on the tables that they're built into. I don't have any tables in my room. That's why normally I go up to the place where I eat, and I'm always doing my writing and stuff like that because I don't really have a table. I have my. I'm reading cards on my. What do you call it? I'm reading cards on my. What, are you seeing a green table somewhere? I'm just interested because somebody was also posting that they were seeing me doing something else on a feed, and I thought that was weird. So I don't really know. That's why I'm asking. Um, Terrible energy in retrograde. Well, it's like so here's a good little thing for you guys to understand. There's going to be a lot of people. They're watching, okay? If you weren't interesting, if you didn't have a bigger mission, they wouldn't be bothering you. Number 1. Number 2. Okay? Number 2. Retrograde simply means it's time for us to re-examine why certain things are pissing us off and to actually what do you call it, to actually address them, right? So either understand what they're doing, why they're doing it, or go over and have a conversation and be like, listen, I'm not trying to come off like whatever, but I just, and don't say that you feel like you're under attack. Just be like, I'm not really sure what you're doing, but I'm just hearing a lot of like obnoxious noise or whatever. I don't know. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I would attempt to do something like that, because the retrograde is about understanding what is not sitting well with us individually. And it's not about all the other people, it's about what's coming back, what's coming up for us again. that we need to re-examine for ourselves, right? Nothing is existing outside of self. Nothing is existing outside of self. It's like the thing that I always say to myself, and I'm just like, what are these fucking neighbors? And I was like, nothing is existing outside of self. Like, I'm just whatever. But then I'm like, no, these people are actually just like fucking spies. These people are actually paid by the tranny hooker brigade and the fucking mafia and maybe the government. I don't really know. I don't really fucking care. I think maybe now they're that I think one of them now is dealing for the government. Basically, they're saying, all right, well, since you're tapped in and since you're doing this, like if you want to stay here and not go to jail, now you're on a stakeout essentially, right? It's just kind of what I'm picking up on. Um, so that may be part of it. Hannah, oh, sending you so much love. Everybody send Hannah so much love. She broke up with her boyfriend of 5 years. You're glad to be back. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, Hannah. Sending you so much love. Everybody give Hannah some love. I know it's a lot, but sometimes we realize like we have to sometimes we realize that we have to make these tough decisions, right? We have to say, where is this not sitting right in my being? And that may be what you have to do, Heidi, is say, what is it that they're doing? Like, is it just me that's being annoyed, or is it them that's being annoying? And why are they annoying me? What is it that they're doing? And sit with it. Where is this stemming from? Are they just being dicks? Then be like, bro, I don't know what you're doing over here, but like, it's really, you know, and that's part of what it is. It's like this energy, and Neptune is really addressing it, is being like, boom, we got to talk, we got to say it, we got to say what it is, because we don't want to sit in the emotion, because especially while we're in Cancer season and going into Leo, we don't want to sit in that emotion, because if we sit in that emotion, it starts to swirl. Emotions are energy in motion. So where is the energy getting stuck or trapped within you that you're like, can let it be free, you know? Plenty more fish in the sea. You're right, Lilo. Old version gone completely. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that's just part of what it is. Is like, if you want a new life, if you want these new blessings, then sometimes it's going to cost you your old life. It's going to cost you your old identity. And in like a lot of chosen light warriors, light beings are experiencing this. Like I've seen it. And a lot of us are like, what's going on? Like, I'm not really sure, but I mean, I know what my path is, but this is really intense, you know? And, part of that is like taking this action and saying, I'm going to do what's best for me so I don't have more towers in my life, right? Maybe that's why I'm still holding these here. Is so you don't have more of these towers, right? Because you realize that certain people are monitoring or trying to attack or doing whatever, and it's not conducive. You want this beautiful union, whether that's with yourself, whether that's with other people, communities, some type of job, whatever. You want this. We all want this. This is what we all want. Well, some people don't want that. These Jezebel spirits want to block that from happening, and they want you guys to be. They want you guys to be busted, disgusted, abused, and confused. They want you to be out on your ass somehow, but I don't think that it's happening. They're experiencing these towers. Everything that they wanted, everything that they said and wished upon you is coming back to them. These, especially these Jezebel energies, okay? They may be getting locked up. They may be losing their home. People are losing a lot of things. But yeah, the better we can be with understanding, we're losing things that are no longer in alignment for us, instead of fighting to keep things or to be in that neutral state or whatever. Like, it's a whole different thing. So yeah, you're right, Hannah. Old versions of us are going completely, like, it's cool. It's not that the old version of me was terrible, but it definitely was, I won't say more docile, but I will say that for sure when I came out to Bali, I have done my best to kind of be in a more shanti space, right? Because a lot of times people would get me worked up. Well, obviously, I realized that I have this neurological condition, and so it's actually a major trigger point, right? Like, it's actually a physiological response. It causes a physical handicap. So when people actually do berate me and are like, "Nyeh, nyeh, 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 nyeh," and I'm like, get the fuck out of my face, shut up, I don't want to hear this, please go the fuck away, or you keep removing yourself and they don't stop, like it is a physiological response to have a freak out, you know? So that brought me a lot of solace. But since I've been out here, I've been definitely more super chill, like you know, like because I don't have to always be working so hard, you know, it's like more low key. But yeah, it's like I realized that being the nice one or going along or trying to make new friends and communities and helping everybody, like actually it doesn't really get us anywhere. It leaves us in heartbreak because most people aren't us. Most people aren't trying to reciprocate that energy. And you need to see or know that people are actually into or want to or open to reciprocation of the energy. And so I think that many of us, especially if we're um, empathic in any nature, we tended to be people pleasers a lot in our lifetime. And so we get in that state where we're like, oh, well, these other people are going to be upset or they're going to be offended or they're going to be whatever. You know, well, we'll just go along with it or we'll help or we'll go because we got the invite or whatever, but it's never reciprocated. And so I think that we're learning where we don't need external validation. You know, for me, I never really gave a fuck about external validation. My mantra for a long time, especially when I had my boat when I was a sailor, you know, a solo sailor. My mantra was fuck people, you know, because not that I hate people, it's just there was a lot of judgmental, right? A lot of older older men that are like, well, boats are supposed to be for men. This is a men's thing, and you know, women are supposed to be on the front of boats in bathing suits or blah 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 blah. And they couldn't stand it. They couldn't stand that I was an artist and a little pirate, and I just went around sailing my boat. I was like, yeah, but I bet I know how to sail better than you. You have to hire somebody to sail your boat, and you have to do this and you have to do that. And anyways, you know, I just created this mantra where it'd be like, well, people be looking at me and be like, because it's like my shit wasn't so fucking fancy. Because it's like, dude, I wasn't like hella rich like that. I just was like enjoying, right? I was fine. For me, I was fine. I was like, whatever. I have everything I need. I'm completely contained here. But for a lot of other people, they were very snooty and very judgmental. And when I moved to the West End or the East End of Santa Catalina Island, you know, over to Babylon, as I call it, um, I had my boat for a long time in front of the yacht club, and they fucking hated that. I mean, they loved it because they liked to watch me, but I think they also didn't like it because, you know, because I was like this artist, pirate, whatever. And, you know, I just created this mantra, fuck people. And so just because I was like, how do I get out of this? It's like to stop letting other people's energy or lack of validation or whatever degrade us. And it can it's just our natural state of human being. It's just our old programming that we're learning to release as we're learning to step more into our authentic beings and say old version of us is completely gone, and I'm okay with that. I you know Have yourself um a little, what do you call it? You know, have yourself a little ceremony, you know, put some flowers in the water or whatever, you know, burn some stuff and just say, boom, let it go and have a little celebration, you know, like a celebration of life, and birth this new life, this new version of ourselves. And, you know, it's where we're at. It's a collective thing right now. You're watching one wither away before your very eyes. Yeah. Last year closed off being treated bad by a guy. Yeah. Good for you. Thank you, Lilo. Hannah says there are new sheriffs in town. That's right. Betty, oh, look at these cute fish. Are these little fishies? These are cute. It is nice. Totally, totally. Oh, thanks for the flying hearts. Um, the world is our oyster. Whoever, whoever here said that. Yeah. Yes. Um, you are so nice. Thank you. Yeah, Lilo. Preach. Yes. Come on. Tell me how many stalkers are in those houses. You're so funny. You never fucking know, really. So many out there watching past me truly was a memory. And that's part of what it is. It's like the people that are going to watch you versus want to support you or want to participate, like, are going to make themselves inherently clear. It's not going to be like oh my God, like, what do they call those? What was I reading about? Stands. Stands. There was a word that was actually created. it came in the Webster dictionary after Eminem made his song Stan, and it was about these, these obsessed people that were like, they thought that they should get the energy and the attention of him, and, well, didn't you know I was your biggest fan, and blah blah blah. It's like, who are belittling it? I receive, it's putting shit back into perspective. But yeah, it's basically like these people that are obsessed with watching. Okay, great. Enjoy the show, right? Um, you with your fucking line of good stuff. You're funny. Speaker, is it green? No. My singing bowl? My singing bowl case is, oh, that's not, apparently it's stuck on the handle here. No, my singing bowl case is purple. I have nothing green in this room. So I'm asking where you're getting that green thing from. Are you seeing a different feed than what we're seeing? I'm not on a table. I'm sitting on a mattress. With a singing bowl in this purple case. Same as always. Um so, so no. Um God wants it that way to say sometimes you have to pick the waffle, but you can't have it all. I don't know what that means. I never heard that expression. Um, James, I've never heard that expression. Can you clarify? You see random things after closing your eyes for a moment. You're lying in bed and close your eyes. You saw me and then the little green table with drawers. Hmm. Nope. Nope. But there has been people trying to come into dream state and stuff like this. So be a little bit aware of things like this that are a little bit off. Like, let's say, for instance, I was having this dream and I was like, it was very familiar where we were going. It's like I had seen it before, and I remembered like it was some guy's fucking house that I went to before. And it was like I remember we drove down the street and then it was like this corner place and then we parked and like you walk back up and it was like 4 or 5 houses back up. And as I was in this dream, we were driving past it. And as I looked, it was like normally there was only like maybe one car or something, but it's like now you had all of these there's like a couple different vehicles and there was like tractors. I don't know how else to explain it. Like an excavator, like a smaller excavator and like a tractor and maybe like a driving lawnmower or something, like something like this. And I was like, what? I was like, oh wow, he got a bunch of new toys or tools. That's crazy. Um, but then I was like, trying to remember when I woke up, I was like, whose spot was this? Where was this? And I was trying to tune into like where this was in the world or what was going on because it was very familiar to me. But to be honest, when you get premonitions, they could be happening like it could be something that you're seeing maybe come up in the future or something like this. I don't know. Potentially. Bad idea to confront them. Ask God. I don't really know if it's necessarily a bad idea to confront them. It depends on what they're doing. It depends on what they're doing. See, like I ask the guides all the time, should I communicate with them? Should I do this? And they give me a hard no. They're like, no. And anytime I try to say something to them, they won't look at me. They won't look me in the eyes. They're scared to look me in the eyes. I'm just like, can you not feed my fucking cat, please? Can you not, whatever? Like I speak into them in their language, and I'm like, like, can you please pay your electric? Like, why are you being lazy? You have the application on your phone. It literally takes 2 seconds. Like I would never let my shit beep if I just had it on my phone like I have like for the last 5 years. Like one hundo. So sometimes you do like need to go and say something. Like if it's something that's really bothering you and bothering you and bothering you. for me, it's a little bit different. It's like I know that for a while they were trying to do stuff like um they were going out of their way to attempt to do stuff to rile me up. So how I had to deal with it was by not. Now, Heidi can just be we don't know what her exact circumstance. My channeling was for her to first go in and figure out where it's not sitting well within herself. And then the second thing was maybe she should just go and say something because um confronting situations, right, is key. Great. It's key action is saying, okay, now I'm going to actually have that uncomfortable conversation. I'm going to state those things that I didn't state before that I probably should have, but I didn't want to because I didn't want to create a confrontation. It's like people can't just always be Swiss in nature. You know, you can't always be neutral in nature if you want things to change. For me, I don't like I don't want to cause a fit. I just like to stay the fuck away from everybody, and that's why I move a lot at nighttime and stuff like this because it's like I live in a village, you know, and I'm probably like the only white person in my village, and so I'm not trying to make a scene because I don't really want everybody to know. Like I'm literally here to be low pro, to be just the fuck away from all of the noise so people don't know where the fuck I'm at, right? So it's a little bit different. If she's in a house that she lives in and she's going to continue living there and those are her neighbors because she's got a year or 2 year lease, it's probably better to go and actually have the conversation, you know? Just a thought, just a thought. Who knows? Unless it's just like they're always doing this or unless it's just like, oh, well, it's summer and they're being obnoxious, but if you don't the thing is it's just like how the divine works. If you don't put in your order, if you don't ask for what you desire, or you don't state, you don't acknowledge the contrast of what you don't like, and then you don't say this actually, you know, then nothing's ever going to come. It's just going to whatever. And retrograde is actually the most important, the most potent, pertinent, potent time to actually address things like this that we haven't addressed before. We're just like, oh, these assholes have been doing this for fucking 5 years. They always do this. Like now would be the time to be like, no, I've been super cool with it like for the last 5 years. And I don't know why, like maybe I'm just going through a lot of stuff or I do a lot of meditation now. You could just like be like, listen, I do a lot of meditation now, or I'm working online and it would be really helpful, you know, if you guys could just consider, you know, you don't have to fucking be confrontational. And like that's the thing is like accountability is going to become such a thing like authenticity, accountability. So it's not about like people are saying, well, you're going to confront them. No, you're not going to confront them. You're going to say you're going to have an adult conversation and be like, listen, you've been doing this thing and I'm trying to be like not like I'm holding you accountable, but it's be like, listen, you know. So it's about people needing to take accountability, and if they can't, then you know what you're dealing with at that point. Then you figure out how to move. Then you're back where you started. If anything, if even if you get a no, you're still back where you fucking started, you know? But at least you can attempt, right? Some people you don't even have that option. Baby steps, baby steps. So, anyways, love you, Boop. Thank you for the hearts. They can't commit, just want to cheat. Yeah, Hannah. Yeah, it's so much better that you got out of that. Did you guys ever check out that site that I told you guys about? It's called Workaways. And you can go and do like you can do house sitting or work on a farm or watch animals or children or whatever. Like if you need a piece from where you are, like if you really want to just get the fuck out, like just a thought. They have it all over the world. Um, You have a feeling that there's a lady that's trying to seek your energy. You're having fatigue. Well, I think a lot of people are having this like tiredness or fatigue, but we're just getting there's a lot of light codes and a lot of upgrades. So the reality is at this time, It's more about like having a lot of water and also having a lot of things that are alive, eating a lot of foods that are alive, and stop worrying about everything else, right, Anna? Because sometimes we start to like spiral out and then we put that thought in our head, we put that fear or whatever in our head, right? And then it just overwhelms us, right? I think that was like whoever started talking on this chat when I was like, listen, if you're telling me I'm getting angry when, like, you guys know me, I'm so low energy today, and this person's like, yeah, you need to put your anger aside so your energy, your angry energy isn't seeping into the reading, and I'm just like, the fuck are you talking about, bitch? Get the fuck out of my chat before I block your ass. Like, the fuck? Don't tell me how to do my fucking job, because I sure as fuck don't go to your work and tell you how to do your fucking job unless I know how to do it better than you and I think you might need a suggestion. I might offer a suggestion, but for someone that's never been in my fucking chat before to tell me my anger that I need to calm down and my anger is seeping into the energetic field of the reading, like, you guys see me, right? Like, I'm so like, if I wouldn't know me, or if I like the fact that I'm looking at myself right now, like, I look like I'm either super tired or super lit. Like, it's just I'm tired. But you're gonna find a lot of this is is um what's going on right now on it is just like we need to energetically charge ourselves. So do that by going out in nature. Like for me, I probably would have done better if I went in the sun today, but instead, I ate so much sambo last night, which is like salsa, and this random spot that I went to, um, that I showed you guys. The way that they make this sambo is different. It was like the closest thing I've had to like salsa, like Spanish, like Mexican style salsa. And I was like, wow, this is so good. And I was eating so much of it. And to be honest, like I ate so much of it. And then I was like, I don't want to be up all night. And so I didn't drink all of the coconut. And I should have just drank all the coconut because it would have been better. But I didn't. So I was just feeling like, oh, like I feel all all the spice in my stomach. And so I was like, all right, I'm just gonna allow myself to rest, because generally Saturdays is the Saturn day. So generally it's like when I'm doing a lot of working, like clean up and organize stuff like this. So I just did minor today because I was like, oh, I just need to rest. Even though I rest almost every day, you just got to listen to your body. You got to listen to your nervous system and your body. Boop, you're going cross-eyed. That's how I feel. That's how I feel reading these. Emotion. Wait, I should do this. I should look here. Oh, you guys have put so much on here. Okay, hold on. Oh my God, hold on. Where are you at? Oh no, hold on. Okay, emotions are energy in motion. Wow, you love that. Yeah, it's an actual thing. It's actually what they are. And when we start to reframe it as it being energy in motion, we understand that it's stuck, or we understand that we can let it happen. So if you need to scream, fucking go out into the woods and scream, right? Scream into a pillow if you need to, in your closet, in your shower, whatever. Maybe not in your shower. Your people might think that something's happening to you. I don't know, but if you need to cry, cry. If you need to sleep, if you need to laugh, if you need to whatever, like let that emotion have its time and don't deny that emotion. Your body needs that. Like people be like, "Oh, why are you crying?" And then when I realized it took me so long to be able to feel comfortable to cry, and when I actually did, I realized, oh, actually, when we cry, it's the same as when we get cut, right? Our signals, and now the cries, the tears itself are producing extra oxytocin and things that we're missing. So if we deny ourselves that ability set or to cry or to do whatever that is, then we're also denying the natural order of our body doing what it needs to do, of it signaling itself to do what it needs to do. So, um, you love everyone. You too. Yes. Oh no, he's back again. Oh no. You're funny. You're funny, Lilo. You're funny. You like the sound of it coming back to them for them to learn. It will. It will. 100%. We are in a very, from now until the end of the year, we are in this. all these planets are basically retrograding. The outer planets are retrograding, and that's like the Neptunian energy. It's like that. The retribution, it will come back. The karmatic balancing is super intense, and that's why I tell everybody like now is not the good time to just be swipe culture or hookup culture is not a good time. Like hold your chi for sure because you don't want to take on anybody else's fucking karma right now. That's for sure. Um, um, James, that's not nice as long as she has a. I'm not even gonna repeat that. Um, move the world with love and happiness. Being us from the planet, you don't give a fuck, no disrespect, just love yourself enough to not care what others think. Exactly, you're right, Boop. That's exactly it. Pick up the pieces and start over again. You went to the doctors to see what they had for a broken heart. He gave you a prescription that money can't buy. One love, keep shining. You're tight, Lilo. Where are you from, Lilo? Where are you located? Thanks for the hearts. I don't know if you're gonna have a friend by the summer. If you want a personal or private reading or question that is directed for you at you, you can try to join the $5 reading raffle, or you can actually ask it by submitting $5 or €5 to my /PayPal me at Zoe. I will answer it live. If you pay, I will answer a short personal question, but I don't do personal questions like that on my collective reads. You couldn't have said it better, poetic. Where's your friends, James? Yeah, I don't know. Whatever we have, right? Like, where's your friends? Like, I was like, how many actual friends do I have? I told my friend yesterday, I was like, I feel like I probably only have like 3 to 5 friends that I actually can ask to call me that will actually maybe call or check it, like whatever that I can actually speak to, that I actually message or speak to, that actually speak to me, that check it on me. Um, oh, you think this is green? This is aqua. It's aqua. For me, at least. I don't know what color your screen shows it. Oh my goddess, you sail. Yes, I'm an El Capitan. I sail. I lived on my boat and sailed around. I had my whole sewing studio and ran everything via solar power and sailed around by myself for about 6 years, James. You can find in my Instagrams below, the Departed. It will have a lot of my journeys, and before Europe it has a lot of sailing and stuff like that. We are living, not surviving. Yes, yes. Ghost table. Yeah. Well, we don't know. See, there's so many timelines and things like this, like that are colliding and collapsing. So sometimes you can see things, as you're moving between the realms, but also picking up on something because it makes a difference, right? Um, it makes a difference. Um, James, you need a jet to holiday economy class and a hug. All right. Who doesn't? Where are we going? You need popcorn too and chewing gum. Well, I came to chew bubble gum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubble gum. So Anna, you're having a laugh. That's good. You gotta have a laugh. Popcorn and chewing gum. That's a mouthful. You made your point. Not yet, Lilo, not yet. Okay, we're gonna have a laugh. That is a combo. You remember Stan, the obsessive stalker. That's what I'm saying, is like these people are like Stans out here, right? And so you got to think about it. When you start to reframe it as like, so someone had to break it down to me before. They're like, yeah, but so you got to understand, like, literally, no matter where you go, you're the most interesting person. Because I was like, why are all these people fucking watching me? Why are they always taking pictures and stuff? They're like, you're pretty interesting. And I was like, no. And they're like, why you always get upset about it? I was like, bro, like when people are trying to sneakily take pictures, it's fucking weird. Like if you want to take, they're like, but you look interesting. I was like, then ask me if you can take a picture. It's very simple. It's called consent. It's good on no matter what you're dealing with. Consent. And they're just like, everybody's like, oh, she'll never take a picture or whatever. And then it's so funny because these Indonesians that I meet, they're just like, oh my God, we've seen you before, and they're like, can we get a picture? And they're like immediately like selfie, like before they even get the verification. I'm always just like, like, yeah, or whatever. And they're just like, that was super easy. We just asked her and fucking took the picture immediately. And everybody else was like, what the fuck? It's just about respect, right? It's just a level of respect. So, when you start to look at these stalkers as um these obsessed people as fans, right? Instead of as like freaks or attackers, just like look at them and be like, ah, look at all these stands out there. Okay. Stand one, stand two, stand three, stand down. But you know what I'm saying? And it can give you actually a little bit of a laugh. You're just like, oh, actually your life is so boring that you have to stalk mine. Okay, that means that I must be doing something right. Like you don't have stalkers, you don't have watchers, you don't have followers or haters if you're not onto something. So just be like, yeah. So I just try to reframe it, right? Just reframe it. So every time I'm just like, these stands, like they're obsessed, right? Like, oh, that's so cute. I have fans. Look at all these little stands, And I just like I reframe the way that it's being received, and that's part of what it is, right? Is that there's a lot of this spiritual warfare is like a mental gymnastics to some extent. So, you got to be okay with that. You love my hair. Thanks, James. It's not looking too good today, but um Jeffrey, ha. Such a mood for people around here. Yes, funny. You lot are killing me. Jeffrey, you want to have a nervous breakdown. Why? Don't have a nervous breakdown. Don't do that. Just like have a nervous system reconnect, bro. Bye, Betty. Find your ground, Jeffrey. Yeah. Feed me, Seymour. Bye. One love. Yeah. Ciao. Ciao, Betty. Santa Barbara in the house. Ciao, Santa Barbara. SB, that's what's up. I got some homies in SB. SB is pretty tight. I got a bunch of seashells that I brought back. And a fucking rock, a heart rock. I was like, why is my suitcase overweight? I had this rock that I found, this heart rock that I found on the beach in Santa Barbara. It had to be like probably 3 pounds. And I was like, brought it back in my luggage, had to pay extra. One love, look at you, penguin. Film, peace, love. Anyways, here was we. Do I have an Airbnb? I don't have an Airbnb. If somebody knows that I have an Airbnb, I don't know. Where are you trying to go, James? Where are you trying to go? Do I have an Airbnb? No, I live in Bali. There's thousands of places to stay here. You don't need an Airbnb. There's all kinds of places to stay here. Oh, thanks for look at those flowers and the love. So sweet. Um, Women are brutalized in this world. We can be. But we are on the rise. Yes, Hannah, from the dead flowers to the living flowers, dead roses to fresh roses. That's right. Stay fresh. Choose one, the red pill or the green. I don't have to choose any. Like, why? I don't take pills, bro. I don't need to take pills. Like, the only pill that you're gonna get from me is my attitude. Is a chill pill. Goombas, you be on that Goomba. Work always sound good. Green, all heart, one love. That's right. 10 extra points. Whoop whoop. You want that whoop whoop, Crystal? You definitely become a daily watch for you. Tight. Where are you coming in from, Crystal? I can't remember. You guys, I call it new brain instead of whatever. Um, you've heard that your conversation. Oh, you heard the conversation, but I'm like, I don't know why he was saying that. Like for me today, I'm so like low energy. I'm like for him to say I was angry because the cards were flying out. Like it wasn't even what I was trying to pull these first and I was just shuffling the deck and the cards were just coming out and I was like, okay, here's the message. I would just guess that that person, because they went away, more than likely were a cross watcher, and so that was their energy and they project. they were projecting that, and I was just picking up on the energy. And so since people don't like to take accountability for their trash energy, they like to project it onto someone else. And I'm like, listen, I'm just the messenger, okay? I'm just the messenger. You're gonna know if I'm angry. Like, I don't think anybody's ever really seen me angry, bro. I get very passionate and intense on here. Intense is definitely a great word too, a descriptive word that everybody's used to describe me, but I don't think I don't know if many people have ever seen me angry, you know? I was straight Hulk. I'm like, no, I'm really angry, you know. Oh wait, you want to see, hold on. A bone. Yeah, that would be tight. I used to have spikes, gold spikes. I lost them in the ocean. Bon appetit. Ha ha ha. Oh my goodness, some things take so much energy out of you. What a lovely day. Anyways, people collective, you're out of here. Gotta go. One love. Keep it moving. Keep it shining. Spread the love and light. Be nice. Thanks for your time and energy, Lilo. Make sure to subscribe and come back to our chat. You're super funny and awesome. Um, Beautiful green antique table with drawers and curved legs. If you saw it in the future, you will enjoy that old table. That does sound like a nice, it does sound like a beautiful table I would have for sure. Um, Aquamarine, exactly the same color as Dreamcatcher. Yeah. So like a greenish aquamarine. Yeah, yeah, that would be tight. Yeah. Ohio. Okay, that's right. Ohio. You did the right thing showing the aggressive man down. I'm like, I always tune in and it's like, well, don't snap at people when they're just here. But I'm just like the first or second comment that this person has to say is that I need to calm my anger. And I'm just like, bro, I'm so like, that's why I'm like, I'm so tired, but I almost feel lit, right? Like, I'm just like, I'm super not angry. I just don't have the patience today. Like, I mean, I just don't have the energy today. So, but yeah, I think it's really important, right? If we don't express our boundaries and we don't share that maybe we do have some boundaries, then people can't appreciate them. And that's why I was saying that about Heidi's neighbor potentially, is literally because of that. Because it's like maybe like, hey, I'm not trying to ruin your good time, but I do this at this time or whatever. I don't know. So any more messages for the collective before I hop out of here? King of Cups. What is with this King of Cups? Whoa. Page of Cups. Two of Coins. Six of Swords. Okay. Someone could be coming towards you. Okay. Normally, the Six of Swords is moving to safer shores. Someone could be coming towards you in this King of Cups energy. Okay. This is someone that can generally hold their emotion. But this is someone that has like a little bit more emotional intelligence with the Page of Cups. Okay. For some, this could be a man. It can be an older figure. It could be a father figure and a younger figure that could be coming towards you. Could be maybe someone that you are close to. Maybe they have a kid. Maybe you have a kid, or you could be their kid. I don't know. What is this? The King of Wands. Okay, so you may have a few people coming towards you, collective, trying to balance things out. Yeah. You may have some people maybe coming from different places in the world that are coming in to defend themselves, or they're trying to balance these things out, and maybe they're going to come in to say that they're protecting you. For some of you guys, you may have, for instance, an older water sign and a younger water sign, okay, and maybe a fire sign. Um, that could be coming to try to balance some things out, um, or to, what is this? Seven of Wands. the Knight of Coins. Okay, it's like the Palace of Swords. Okay, so what I'm picking up on is basically these energies. I mean, it's obviously strong masculine energies and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so lot heavy on the water sign energies. Okay, so these are people that okay, some of them can be experiencing a lot of emotions, or they could have a lot of emotions for you that they haven't shared with you yet. Some could be bringing to balance out the scales on that, basically, to come in and speak their truth, like maybe defend their love, maybe defend like whatever, um, that with this Knight of Cups, it tells me that, and I'm sorry, with this Knight of Coins and the Knight of Cups, what it tells me is that it's been a long time coming, okay? Or this person's been moving slow, or maybe it's been a long time that they've felt some type of way, right? But they didn't actually express that to you. And maybe now, after a long time, these people may be coming in to tell you the truth, to actually express that to you, and to say they want to start new with you. Somebody could say, could offer you a business, a creative, a space. Okay. The Palace of Swords is a bit like, penthouse energy. Okay. So this person may come in trying to defend you, trying to help your business, to do something. They could also be coming in to offer this love, to express their love to you, and their passion to you. These don't all have to be separate. They can be the same. Remember, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But this Four of Wands basically shows us that this Four of Wands shows us that there is some type of union. So with the Four of Wands and all these, and this Palace of Swords, and this person defending, okay, someone is going to be defensive. Okay, some of these people are going to be defensive. So maybe different people are showing up to try to defend your honor, or try to defend, for instance, maybe you cut them off, right? Maybe you walked away from them, maybe you cut them off because they weren't defending you. Maybe they're coming back to defend why they left, or to maybe to defend you or your love, or maybe they're defending some type of excuses. Okay, it could be somebody that you were with before as well. But I'm sensing very strongly that someone is coming in, okay, with this Six of Swords and this Chariot. Okay, also a lot of air sign. Again, this is a Cancer, a water sign. It's like someone's coming in. Okay, someone's coming in. They want, maybe these people have been, it could be that for a long time they may have been protecting you, or attempting to detect you. Detective, maybe they could have had a detective, an investigator, something like this. They could have people that are around you watching you to keep you protected, to keep you defended, or something like this. Um, some of these people could get defensive that these other people are coming in, right? Some of these people are also going to be defensive or overprotective because people put you out in the cold. Now, these people are going to basically not let that happen again. Yeah, this is like they want a union. They're coming in. Not only are they coming in to keep you safe, to take you to calmer shores, to keep you to safer shores, but also they want to take you somewhere. Okay. They may want to take you to a new place. Maybe they got you a house. Maybe they want to take you on a trip or something like this, and like spend more time together with you. What is this? The Six of Wands. They want to be victorious. Okay. Could also be this fire sign energy. It doesn't have to be. Could just be these people have a lot of passion. Whoever this is, you're about to see, you're about to see and feel passion. Okay. For some of you guys, you are going to know which person is the person by how you're feeling, by what it evokes. Some may be trying to evoke some type of spell work or something. So if you feel overly passionate, like boom, 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 you want to move too quickly, step back, okay? Because you're gonna have a better victory by keeping yourself kind of in this a bit of protective state. Yeah, yeah, because there is somebody that is not coming in because they love you. They're coming in because they see that you're doing well, and they don't want to miss the opportunity, or they want to cash in on that opportunity before everybody else comes towards you. It's like they want to get that, but they may still have other parties that they're entertaining. So somebody's trying to play both sides. That could also mean something. Someone came on here initially, and someone, is a tranny or a homosexual, something like this. So that somebody could be playing both sides, both teams. Um, yeah, someone wants to come and offer you something. You may get offered, you may have multiple properties, multiple houses, multiple business ventures, something like this. Okay, because here's the Palace of Cups. So this is a home space where there's a lot of love, there's a lot of emotion, but this is a huge physical thing. This is like another house, another car, a new business, a new relationship. Okay, this isn't just a little bit. Okay, so you just need to be aware. Okay, some people are here to try to stab you in the back for their last ditch effort to take you out, collective, to take out this Empress energy so they can have their wish fulfillment. Because if they don't, they're losing their house because it's coming back. Whatever they did to you, because they did this to you before, and now this can't happen to you anymore. They're not able to actually achieve this. Now it's happening to them. These Ten of Swords are coming back because they've been relentless on trying to take out this Empress. So these people could be losing their houses if they don't get rid of you. Yeah. These could be past lovers or people that are kind of come in and try to pretend to be your lover. You guys need to stand strong. Do not let them hurt you. Do not get super emotionally involved or attached, right? Let things go or grow as they will. Like if you're like, listen, I need safety, I need security, I need stability, I need to know that someone is on it, whatever. But maybe you don't tell them all the information in the beginning. Maybe you don't give them all of the information in the beginning because that could give them the script of how to be that perfect person for you instead of actually who they are, right? You need to see what they are willing to give you, what they're willing, you know, this is very receiving energy. We say, okay, I'm open to it, but I'm also very in tune with my emotions and my nervous system. And if it feels dysregulated, or if my guides say no, you know, or if something feels off, right? Like they only want the money, you guys may tell you that this person's going to make you depressed because they're going to try to come in and take you for your money. They could have already used some of your money to buy another property or another house with somebody else. Yeah, that's about to come to light. It's like they're trying to block all this stuff from you so you don't find out, but the truth will come out and you will be. So you literally, whoever these people are that are coming in collective, you need to ask questions. Ask questions, see the responses. And if they get too defensive, then don't bother. And if all they want to do, if all they're interested in doing is asking you questions but not actually answering questions, then that's a red flag too. But make sure that you're basically questioning them. I was picking up on this earlier, um, also, because I was like, what I decided I'm going to create is like a fucking job application or something like this. I don't know how to describe it, but I was getting the download, and so basically like a yeah, like an application to date, an application, whatever, and just see, instead of saying, these are all the things I expect and want, instead of giving all of that information so they can pretend to be somebody who they're not, just creating a whole application for courting, for dating, for marriage, and put all of the things, and then make them create like a one-page essay or a three-page essay or something of like why they're interested in dating, like what their intentions are, right? Like imagine if you don't have like the family, or if you stepped away from the family, or you didn't have like the supportive mother, father, and like if you didn't have that, put yourself in that position. If we're reframing what family, what love, what relationships and things are looking like, then um, what I've been downloading this week is like, imagine if you are the right. Imagine if these people are actually courting you like they should be, like normal. And what would they do? They'd have to come to speak to your parent or your, or your grandparent or your brother or whatever, whoever it is, right? And in that process, like, what would they ask them, right? Like, what type of job do you do? And I don't mean just like all boring questions, but like, what are your intentions? What is your intentions? Do you have other people, or, and people will be like, well, I just like to go with the flow or whatever, like the way that people respond, their actual answers when they have to sit and think about it is going to be a lot more. You're going to get to see and you're going to get to feel a little bit for how they are. And what I also feel is like, for instance, if people are like, I don't want to do that, right? Like I have a link here. I told you guys about this before. I have a link here that's on the Bumble, but I can't get back onto the Bumble. But it says there, okay, if you want to talk to me on my where I work on my live, like, is not the place to talk to me. If you want to private message me, you can go to my Instagram. So if people can't even read what's in my profile, which is fucking literally like 3 paragraphs, like throughout the page profile and my pictures, like if they can't read that and follow the directions, then we're not going to be able to even have a communication, right? If they can't sit here and listen without, talking about my tits or whatever else, like we can't talk. So it's like creating this creating this application for taking a position in your life, whether that is as a partner, as a husband, as what is your, what is your position? Like, oh, you're seeing where it goes. Oh, you want to date. Oh, you're dating to marry, or you're looking to have children or whatever. Like, what is it? What are your things? What are your 5-year goals? What is some, like, well, what do you have? What do you have to offer to improve my life? Like, why do you want to work with me? Why do you want to live with me? Why do you want to date me? Why do you want to, whatever it is. But I'm just like, that's what I'm thinking about doing, is just um, creating this so people that want to actually be my friend or a partner or something like that, they can fill that out. And they're just like, oh, we have to write an essay of why we like you and why we want you to be in our life. Like, yes, and you're not allowed to use fucking AI either. And I will know the difference. I'm a psychic. But it's like, yeah, I want people to really think about that, because moving forward after doing all of the healing work and after doing everything that we've done, right? And removing ourselves and starting all over in these new spaces, right? As these new individuals, and letting our old selves, our past lives, our past beings, and everything, like letting all of that basically like end so we can begin something new. It means everybody maybe needs to, fill out an application of why they still want to be in your life, or why they want submit to why you want to be my friend, submit to why, who wants to work with me musically, who wants to work with me artistically, who wants to work, you know what I'm saying, who wants to work with me on a spiritual level. Like, for me, I will not just, like, I'm doing the $5 raffle, and like, for sure I'll do sessions, but generally if I sit down to do sessions with people, like, I need to know that, like, like we can vibe, right? Because not just because someone reads cards or because someone is a spiritual practitioner, do they mean that they're your spiritual practitioner, or they're someone you should be working with. Like, there is a type of energetics and understanding that has to happen in order for their guides, your guides, whatever, to give permission and to give clear. And if they don't feel comfortable, right? If your angels or whatever don't feel comfortable, then it's distortion that's happening. So it's like, just to cut all that bullshit out. And if people are like, this is bullshit, I don't want to fill it out. It's like, bro, if you can't do something that takes you like an hour to a few hours, like if you can't invest 1 hour to 3 hours of your energy explaining to me why you wish to be around me or in my life, um, then don't bother, right? Because I need people that have attention spans. If you want to be with me, if you want to be around me, you need to be able to have a conversation. You need to be able to know what you're doing, where you're going, or maybe not where you're going, but like what your desired outcomes are, you know? Like what is your end game? Like do you want to live in a fucking city, or do you have property, or what, you know? Like these are the type of things. And so anyways, I've been thinking about that for a bit. But yeah, it was like super loud today. So maybe I'm supposed to share that with you guys. But I think it's very, the more that we keep ourselves protected, instead of building complete walls and saying, well, we're not budging, it's a good way that you can maintain a boundary by still actually saying, okay, what are your intentions? What do you want to do? Whatever, you know, like, and some people may be like, I just want to hang out with you. You seem awesome. Or I just want to take you on a vacation, or like, let's just see if we go out to eat, whatever. I don't really know. But the reality is you're going to find out a lot more. Like, what do you enjoy doing in your spare time? You know, and so if somebody's like, boom, 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 you're like, oh, like you just fucking wank it all day and play video games. Like, I don't think we're gonna, I don't know, you know, it's gonna eliminate a lot more of the ring around the rosy bullshit is kind of my thought, right? So you guys will have a lot of people that will be returning from the past, and they, you know, it's like we don't want to get in fights. So to eliminate this fight, you submit this physical application. You know, if you wanted a job, if you wanted to get into a gym, right? You have to submit an application. You have to. You have to give your information. You have to say like blah 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 blah. So I think this is the way that we can keep ourselves protected, but also open to coming and to unions with people, right? I think it's important. That's just, it just cuts out a lot of confusion, and it cuts out any of the bullshit of people pretending to play um, a false character, a false role, and it helps us actually get what we really want. It helps us achieve our dreams, right? So instead of saying, "Here's all the things I want," and then the person's like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to take you here, and then we'll get married," whatever. Like, don't give them the information. Make them give you the information. You are the star. You are the chosen ones. Like, we don't need to waste time. Like, if somebody can't spend an hour to 3 hours letting me know why they're not going to waste my time or why they want to be with me, yeah, no wasting time. That's right. Um, you know, I think that that's really important. And I think that it will help to create more longevity, more understanding, because it's like there'll be something that you can build off of, you know? And then it's also something to like keep for that person, for those friends, those people, those partners that you want to date you or whatever. It's something to kind of keep in a sense where they can kind of see, okay, well, here's the things that I said, you know, here's my 3 year, 5 year, 10 year aspect, whatever. Or, you know, oh yeah, I remember I said like I want to go on, you know, maybe like 3 big trips a year or whatever. And it can be stuff like this. Like, what are some of your the goals or the things that would be important if we were together for us to do? Like for me, it'd be like someone that, you know, obviously wants to build a foundation, but obviously someone that like wants to go around and still check out the world, right? Still see some stuff, still be able to treat ourselves or whatever, who knows. But the reality is, I think that we'll find a lot more longevity and justice in what we do if we don't enter as fools, right? If we say, okay, we have emotions and we're highly emotional intelligent, but we're not going to share all of them. You know, we're not going to foolishly share all of them so we can have more psychopaths or weird fucking people showing up, right? We don't want that, because there's plenty of people that are obsessed. We want people that are ready to, you know, take an adventure with us, that are ready to say, yeah, I'm ready, like, I don't know, like, I'm ready to make a leap of faith, right? I see you as my future, right? I'm ready to commit or I'm not. And then it just sorts things out, if someone doesn't have a job or someone isn't working, like, what is your plan? What, like, where are we going? What's happening? What do it's just better than like all the bullshit. What do you do? What's your favorite food and your favorite color? Like, bro, we're not in fucking third grade. You saw me angry. You caused anger yourself. You caused your anger yourself. It was over a conversation about forgiveness. Do you remember? But not today. Not today. I think that I was less angry and more passionately intense. I can't really actually remember the last time I've been fucking angry, except for at the last person that, I dated over a year ago. And I just decided earlier today too, I was having a laugh with my guides and they were just like, I was like, but is it really an ex or something like this? And I was like, it's more of a, I'm going to stop calling people exes because it's like, we were never actually together, technically, according to him or anybody else. So that's crazy. We lived together for 2 years. People would come to our house and shit, whatever. I was just like, all right, from now on, because it wasn't an ex, because we weren't actually in a real relationship or something, now it's not an ex, it's a why. Why was I with you? Why? You didn't even get, he no longer gets the ability to be called an ex because that would have been someone that, whatever. That would have been someone that held a prominent space in my life to where we have to now, no. So now instead of referring to this individual as an ex or other people as exes, I'm going to be like, the why. The why guy? Why? Why did we do that? Oh, we were just, we just needed some more character development, some more character building. We need to learn some more lessons or whatever. Manipulators are really good at what they do sometimes. Am I on Tinder? Absolutely, I am not on Tinder. I'm absolutely not on Tinder. I have no interest in really dating sites or something like this. What I realized is like the way a lot of the men they block me, they hack my shit and they block me on a lot of stuff, especially whoever these people are jealous of. Because before I was getting like 10 people messaging me a day, and then I started to be like, okay, I'm gonna like or message all these other people, and then none of them would fucking respond. And I was like, that's crazy. Before I was getting so many messages, and now nothing. I mean, I haven't had that phone on forever, but I just decided to put that up there. And now I realize later on down the road that many people do like weird cam shit or whatever, and that's why they put links or something up. I don't really know. But I just put it up because I feel like a lot of what I experienced is I think a lot of people in the dating culture, in swipe culture, in hookup culture, have a bit of a problem of how we actually communicate, like can we get along. And so the reason why I put my YouTube up there is because literally I come live every day and I have like lectures every day, and I was just like, if you can sit through one of my Zed talks and you're still interested to hang out, then like, yeah, you can find my Instagrams in the information box, and you can message me privately there, because I'm there's so many places where the blockage is happening. So, and if you do message me there, make sure you come back here to let me know that you messaged me there, because it's not that I don't care about people. I care about people. I give my energy and time and effort every day for the collective. It's just, it's just I got, there's lots of stuff going on in the world, and, I'm not seeking, I'm not seeking the clout or the approval. Oh, it worked. I tried this little trick I saw online, putting I had to like tape this off. I have all these markers, you guys, because I'm trying to fill up my stuff, and I have all these markers, right? But what I found out is markers actually shouldn't be kept upright because the ink because the ink goes down. And so I never fucking used these, maybe once or twice. And so I busted them out. I'm like, oh, these are gonna be perfect for my slaps, right? These are gonna be perfect for my slaps. But then like so many of them weren't good, right? And so like the color was weird, and I had to go back with like a water and like try to spread it. And like I wasn't really happy because it's not actually the colors that I wanted for the slaps that I'm creating. But I found this thing, and it's taken me a while to go and locate alcohol out here somehow. It's like really hard to come by. I don't know why. Um, but yeah, because I saw a lot of places you can put water, but I was like, the water is not good because I try to like lick it or suck on it, and no, it was like super dry. So, anyways, yeah, it started off dry like this, and now it's pretty good actually. I was like, let me see if this shit works. So, I need to, I need to do more of these and get to coloring. If you guys, um, I posted the original matriarchy now on there. So yeah, keep your marker sideways as a so the ink doesn't settle to one side. I guess some information that I learned, and a few drops, not a lot. I don't need a lot of the isopropyl alcohol, rubbing alcohol, will rehydrate your ink markers, which is awesome because they dry out. I'm guessing that they probably also dry out because these ones are kind of like cheap and they have little holes in the top of the lids. I live in subtropic climate, so it doesn't work so good. Thank you for your hearts, James. Now you know why you from the beginning feels for me like home. You laugh exactly the same way as your best friend from childhood. She was your sister emotionally. That's awesome. That's awesome. Do I have an Amazon wish list? James, I live in Indonesia. I live in Bali, Indonesia. We don't have Amazon out here. That would be tight though. No, I don't even have an actual address. Actually, the last time I received a piece of mail was in 2022. But that would be tight. I should work on that eventually when I get a new device or a new phone. That's really amazing, Anna. And yeah, sometimes we find these little synchronicities within other people, within spaces also where we feel good, where we can feel comfort, right? And I think it's so important to take a moment and to honor that, right? Like it's like it came to you the same that I was telling Heidi, like, okay, sit with it, right? Sit with it, like go inside and see, like when you're going in your heart space and your solar plexus space, what's creating this, right? What's the first thing that comes up for you? If it's like, I am annoyed or I feel agitated, right? Your different chakra points coming up are going to tell you, you know, like, oh, I see them doing this shit that pisses me off, or I fucking know that they're aggravating me, or I'm gonna fucking give them a piece of, you're speaking, or you're like heart, or you're creating, or you're feeling, or you are, I am angry, and so sit with that. Why am I angry? Is there something else that is connected to it? Am I tired? Am I honoring my sleep? Am I honoring my nervous system? What am I doing? What is going on? Where is the on or off stage? That type of thing. And just kind of feel into it. And sometimes you can feel into it. Sometimes when you're feeling discontent, you can actually ask your body where is it off, and sit and do some like deep breaths and be like, where is there the pain in my body? Where's something coming from? And then you can kind of map it a little bit, maybe it's coming in your back, or maybe it's like in your arm or whatever, and you're going to be like, wow, why is that? And then you're going to realize, oh, okay, it's because maybe if you're having all this pain in your back, it's because maybe nobody has your back, right? Maybe if you're having anger or whatever, right? That's a liver thing. You're just like, it's because whatever. Why am I angry? Why am I letting other things make me angry? Why do I feel this way? Why do I You know, sometimes like when I hear people's voices, I'm not gonna lie, I'm so real about shit. Sometimes when I hear people's voices, especially on like little commercials or something, I'm just like, "Whoa, I can't stand this fucking AI voice." You know, it's like a little AI face and an AI voice, but it was somebody's voice that they replicated, but it was just like a really annoying voice, and I'm just like, fuck. And so anyways, yeah, just figure out why, like what is the actual root cause of whatever it is, because most of the time it's something else completely. And a lot of the time we're not actually eating good things for us. And so our gut, like our serotonin, our oxytocin, like all of this stuff is first created in our gut space. So if we're feeling discontent here, then it's going to start to become physical. It's going to start to become our outer area. Excuse me. When I balanced myself a lot more and I was just like, you know what? I don't give a fuck about anything going on around me because I have so much protection after all the poison, all the crazy stuff that these people did to me. I have so much protection. Like, if these people were going to try to do something, they would have already tried to do it. They're just monitoring at this point. They're just like monitoring spirits. So that's why I'm just like block out all handling, monitoring, grooming, whatever spirits. And like that's why they probably can't look at me. That's why they probably don't look at me because I'm like, if, when they look upon me, they will gaze upon us and incinerate, right? And they're probably just like, fuck, we've seen some crazy black magic backfire. Don't look at her. Don't look at her. Don't look at me in the eyes. You know, like Medusa style. I was picking up on this today. Um, so when I just stopped being like, I don't give a fuck, right? They kept, if you guys have been here for a while, right? You know, it's like they kept turning off and on and off and on, and the speakers and stopping the feed and this and that. Like every time I got more than like 20 or 35 people, like 50 people on the feed, they would just like automatically do that. And so I was just like, whatever, I'm just gonna keep doing it. I'm just gonna keep doing my mission, and you're not gonna fuck with me. And the more that I got in that space, you know, mentally but also emotionally of fuck people, the better it was. The absolute like better time that I had, you know, the less that anybody, it's like now they don't really like this bitch tries to do dumb shit like just to be annoying, uh, because she's just obviously immature, right? And so I'm just like, ah, she just is acting like a fucking child, you know? She's acting like a child and whatever. She doesn't have whatever because she's a whore, right? She's always having different dudes and going and doing whatever. And so I shouldn't let somebody like that even be in my field of existence. Like they're a neighbor, but they're not in my field. So now it's just like she doesn't exist to me. You know, like I know she's there. Just like the dog that's always fucking barking at everybody driving by. Like I know that it's there, but I learned to tune it out because I learned to not give it too much attention. You know, I try to talk to them about some things and it just was a fucking waste of time. So move along, you know? Um, you're glad you found a level headed one to keep saying. Where do you live, James? Where are you from? Where are you from? I don't know where you're from. I don't have an Amazon wish list, but I do have a PayPal if you want to contribute. My PayPal link is, well, I don't know if it's, will link. They have everything blocked. They don't let me have hype or super chat. It's like all these fucking assholes. But um, my wish list is to get a new device that is not hacked. I don't even care. It doesn't even have to be special. Just so I can make my videos and have a speaker and not an old broken headphone and not an old phone, and I can like make little pictures and videos and post them, and so these people don't have access to it. That's what's actually on my wish list. London, definitely, definitely. Um, London. That's cool. I'll have to show you guys tomorrow. I make these waterproof parasols. I saw somebody that was like, "Where do we get this?" Somebody took a parasol and they're like, "Oh, it sounds awesome." They're like, "Too bad it's not gonna last." And I was like, "Damn, I make these waterproof. I hand paint these waterproof parasols." Um, uh, London. I've never been to London before, but you know what I do love is some Doc Martens. Some Doc Martens. I've been trying to get my friend to fucking call me to send me um uh to try to send me my docs. I have like 3 pairs of docs and like they're special, but she's like she won't fucking call me, and I'm just like, okay, dude, I can't help you to help me like, if you can't fucking call me on the phone. So yeah. Anyways, um, yeah, bro, but I can't receive new stuff like that. I can't get new gifts and shit like that. They have to come as care packages into Indonesia. But yeah, uh, a little does go a long way. That's why I'm just like, come on, everybody, like contribute. Because I'm like, okay, probably only like I don't have to get like a fancy new phone or anything like that. I don't really care. Actually, I would prefer to get like an old phone, um, an older phone, right? Because I just don't want all the monitoring. I love these because these are like iPhone 8 XR, so they're so old. Like a lot of the stuff doesn't work, but that's part of the problem. Is like I can't update. I can't get into a YouTube studio or whatever, and that could change everything, right? Because I need to fix my tablet. My tablet was making things better, and I was having everything. Um, I need to fix a tablet and then just get like a whatever, like a it doesn't have to be a total burner device, but something like this to where I can actually like it has a good speaker and something like this. And yeah, like that's not even that much out here. It's probably like a couple $100. Like it's really not that much. Um, it's not like in the US where a new device is costing you like a rack or maybe in London probably like fucking like $1,300 or I don't know. Actually in London you guys are doing like what pounds and stuff like that. You have an iPhone X but you want a 13 mini. Yeah. So like that's what I'm saying, right? Like it's the phone works good. Like I dropped these all crazy. I actually have two of the same one, but the problem is there's not they don't format a lot of the new things. So they're about to they're like I'm gonna be so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna put that bad spell out there, but SoundCloud and a bunch of these other applications are giving me you need to you need to update your whatever and it's not available for this device. They don't write them for the older devices, right? Because they count on people to have fucked up their phone. Now these phones already came secondhand to me and I've had them like since I've been out here since 2019. So like I'm pretty sure like I hold on to electronics and devices like 10 times longer than like any normal person and that's why I was going off on whoever they're like but everybody else but I'm just like bro you need attention or what bro you're not popular and you're alone like bro like what who do you care like who's the external validation that people are fucking seeking like for a while I had my why be like, well, you just need attention on here. And I was like, bro, this is my life path mission. I have a mentor I've been studying under for like, I don't know, 15 years or more, right? Like she was there before I saw manifesting my boat and I was like, is this just a thing or is this just a thing? She's like, no, I'm gonna see. I seen it. You're gonna get it. She's like, wow. And she's been such a monumental part of my journey. Shout out Mish. Um, but um, this is my life path. Everything else is fun. I've done a lot of things. I actually am a by trade, by nature, I'm a tailor. I'm a seamstress and a fashion designer. I do couture fashion. Um, and like custom one of a kinds I did for 25 years. So, and crazy stuff for like a lot of like Burning Man and performance artists and stuff like this. So, and then I took my whole studio on my boat and then I became a captain and, I'm a person of many hats, but, yeah, this is kind of like my soul's, my soul's mission or path. I have like a big mission out here, to help bring this light to the world, you know? And so it's super beautiful. and I'm very grateful for it. And yeah, the divine guidance is what keeps me going. And I will say to all of you guys, like I feel a lot even connected to these other twin flame journeys and all this other stuff, even though it was like very monumental and pushed me to become the best version of myself. I realize a lot like when I just said, okay, I'm releasing everything. I'm releasing everything that has held me, that has kept me captive or has kept me attached to any past versions of myself, right? And I'm just releasing all of it. And if anything new, if anything is meant to be, right, then it will show up. Because to be honest, if it's not, then it won't return. But if it returns, it may return in a newer, fresher way, in a more, in a different way. And or not at all. It's just putting things, it's just saying, okay, I'm literally ready for a new version, right? And so yeah, it's just a lot of what we're doing for the collective, and a lot of this does mean we have to leave, sometimes we have to leave places, friends, uh houses, jobs, communities, families, partners, whatever. Sometimes we have to leave a lot of these things behind in order to really receive these blessings. But that's what was really beautiful about the beginning of this reading is like there's so much blessings coming in for you, collective. It's like we had like what? The nine, we had the 10, we had the Wheel of Fortune, we had the Ace of Pentacles, we had the Six of Pentacles. Like some people are about to be getting paid. You're about to cha-ching, you're about to get paid out. Could be as far as like a court case or some other things. You may be receiving again like some type of investment or different stuff like this. We never really know. To each his own. You're going to know what resonates for you. But yeah, there's definitely good good abundance coming around the corner. So keep doing those protection spells and keep basically transmuting. So asking divine to transmute any energy that's coming to you, the hate in your name or anything else that's like entering or that's attempting to enter your space. Just keep asking the divine to transmute that energy or to return to sender if it's not what we need. As always, guys, I appreciate. Remember, I'm doing the slap, so the coloring contest. So you'll find on the feed these. I'm gonna make a new one. I was gonna make a new one today, but I was not feeling good because I ate way too much hot stuff last night. I don't know why. Normally I can, but I ate something that wasn't so good the day before, and then I don't know why I thought that was gonna be the move, but it's just like this also was so good. But anyways, as always, color and repost or resubmit back. I'm not exactly sure how that's gonna happen, but um yeah, screenshot, color it, fill it in, make your own slaps if you want. But that's kind of the idea is I'm trying to do like a little coloring contest so we can make some cool slaps or maybe some t-shirts or something. And I'm just going to do a whole series of different stuff like this. And yeah, let me know. Also, we have the $5 reading raffle in case you guys didn't know about that. There is a link below that gives you the options, whether it's $5, €5, five, whatever. You guys are like on pounds, right? Pounds? You got pounds? It would be really nice to have like a pound or a kilo, Ethan. Hey, mate. So, anyways, um, yeah, but keep me in mind out there, James. If anybody, if you see some if you see some old docs, bro. I mean, new ones are tight too, but they have to come. They can't come in a fresh box. They tax that like 200%. But yeah, if you see any old ones or something like this, I don't really care. But um, I think the size is 8. I want to say it's like 40. I know it's definitely 8 in America, but I feel like I don't know. I have to look into that. But yeah, I love me some I love me some Doc Martens. That's my jam. My friend stole my nice like buttered leather ones. I had these like peacock tail buttered leather ones, and she gave me these boots. She's like, here, these are the same. I haven't even had these boots for a year. I've had my docs for like 10 years and it's already like the plastic is pulling off. And I was like, this isn't the same. And everybody's like, oh, but they're so cool. I was like, no. nothing beats the bouncing souls. Okay, nothing beats the bouncing souls. I had forever until I got into my accident a few years ago, or until I got hit by the truck, and I had these awesome sandals. They were like prism. They looked like fish scale, like prism sandals or whatever. But like for me, I've the teal ones were the only pair that I bought fucking fresh. Well, actually, I had white ones that had black flowers on it. Like they were limited. I bought those ones, but every other one has been like a second, you know, a second order or something like this because whatever, that shit lasts forever. I don't really care. I don't really care. Even if the zipper's broken or something like that. Um, 7 UK or 8 UK. Is UK the same? Maybe, I don't know. I remember the ones I used to have was always 8, and I don't know if they were US size or if they were UK size. I'm not really sure. I don't know how do you measure? How do you measure? It's in by centimeters or what? Hold on. Because I know that's the place to get them. Because if it's used, then it can be sent. It can be sent in a box. How does it go? How does it go? Oh, that's the wrong end. Right end, wrong end. Centimeters, centis, right? Centis. I'm 24 and a half centis, I think is what it's saying. Let me measure on this side. Is it centimeters too? Let me measure on this side too. Just in case it's different. I think so. Yeah, 24 and a half centimeters. So whatever that means. US is one size up for sure. Okay, yeah. So whatever 24 and a half centis is. Normally I'm like a 7.5 in like a US size, but I'd always get like a size 8 because you know boots, of course, you gotta wear fucking socks and shit. I love my long ass socks, bro. It's pirate shit. Actually, you could probably see if you go to if you go to my Instagrams, you could probably see me. I'm wearing a bunch of different pirate shit. Like, my Doc Martens like on but they're like, you can't wear these. I was like, they're bouncing souls. They're like golden on the bottom. They're like, you can't wear these on the boat. I was like fucking hell, I can't. Anyways, I made friends with so many fishermen and like would catch like all these fish and shit and be there like straight pirate, but like with Doc Martens. This is fucking tight. But yeah, let me know because I know lots of places you can find like secondhand stuff or whatever like that, and that would be tight. I'll figure out how I can do that. Maybe get it sent to maybe get it sent to like a post, or maybe I'll ask. Um, I'll try to ask somebody where I can have it sent. Get an address, but yeah, I can probably have it sent to the post where I can like pick it up. Something like that. Can get care packages. You just can't receive like new stuff here because I want to tax you on it. Like, oh, this is a gift, or this is like you left your boots over here. There's a snake in my boot. You left your boot. You left your boot over here or something. Yeah, it can be like this, or if you make it so it's like what do you call it? Happy summer or happy birthday or some shit like this. You can receive care packages. So weird, like the stipulations is so fucking weird. But I figured out a lot of ways around a lot of things, and that's tight. And definitely, if you ever come out this way, that's tight. We should hang out. We should hang out, James. But yeah, definitely hit me up on Insta so so we can actually chat, or so I can see what you actually look like. You're so tiny over here. I can't really see it. I can't see it. I can maybe click on it later, but I can't see it. But anyways, as always, guys, in case nobody has told you recently, you're amazing. You're on your own, but you're not alone. You are part of this beautiful soul family, star family collective. And I thank you for being here. And you should thank yourself for being here. You're awesome. You're amazing. If nobody told you, you're beautiful. You got this. I'm proud of you. I love you. And thanks for being you. As always, remember, fuck the patriarchy, matriarchy, meow. And Zoe out. Hasta mañana.